to turn up for his own coronation as emperor.
We are live.
Which did little to endear him to the Pope.
Boop. See if it sent out the notifications. Alright, YouTube has sent out the notification. Well, let's see if Discord does. Yep. I think it did. YouTube definitely did. It just popped up on my screen. But a text popped up at the same time, so I don't know that... maybe it just didn't show me the Discord one. There's the Discord notification. Good. Good, good, good. Which reminds me, if you don't trust YouTube's notification system and would like to make sure that you're always notified when I start streaming or when I release a video or whatever, join my Discord server, because I send out invitations on there and updates and all that jazz. So, if you want to make sure that you're always notified, Discord's the most reliable way to do it. So I have a link to my Discord server. It should be a permanent link in the banner on my channel. So when you click on my channel on YouTube here, there will be a bunch of little things on it, like Twitch and Facebook and stuff like that. One of them will be Discord. That's the one. Also, fun fact, I'm also on Rumble. I currently don't do anything unique on Rumble. It's all just the same stuff as here. But if you like Rumble, it's another platform that I upload on. So I also have a link to that in my channel banner. So... oh, look at that. We got Henry Kobyla popping in saying, I am here, and first, Delver of Soul says, what is up, my guy? Not a whole lot, Delver. What is up with you? Myrush Jog says, hello. Hello, Myrush. Dr. Zowden says, look, Nico has come to visit. I have. And Sir Dave Zilla Powerharp says, for Skalitz. I gotta remember to get my... I have a little sword by me. Where's my camera? There it is. This is my, what do you call it? Long claw letter opener. If I had one of my other swords over here, it would probably be very difficult to show it to you since I'm sitting so close to the camera. Blair Ashby says, don't forget to take off the nude mod. Good call, Blair Ashby. I think I might have called you Ashley the first time. Blair Ashby. Yeah, I always remember to take off the nude mod beforehand. We don't want to start streaming with that. But you know I can't play without it in my regular time. But I feel like we're just going to get down to it. So if you watched the first two streams, one of them was in February, and then the other one was a couple days ago. We're going to be picking up pretty close to right where we left off last time. Oh, the music's getting loud. I'm going to have to start yelling! But last time, right at the end of the stream, we ended up dying in an unfortunate horse-related accident. So I just redid the little stuff between my death there. So I found the interaction between the humans and the bandits again, managed to actually interfere with them a little bit more, so I ended up getting all of them dead, so I got a little bit better armor out of it, because I was able to take the bandit armor as well, and then sold the rest, you know. And then we went to Talmberg, stole the Wafen Rocks, and went back and turned them into... Wojciech, the miller that we were doing that mission for, and so that's where Henry will be. And I promise, I absolute promise, I did not do a midnight lockpicking rampage on Talmberg while I was there. So I didn't kill everyone in Talmberg and take all their stuff and lockpick all the doors and chests. I didn't do that, so I promise. What else we got? Dr. Zowden says, you ate shit. I did eat shit. That's how I died in the end of the last stream. Lexi1397 says, Beans, I can't believe I just did that. I missed my doctor's appointment. Well, now you'll be able to watch the stream. Let's see if we can get our live chat up. Why aren't you popping up? Maybe if I go Alt-Z. I want my live chat. Control-Z. No, that ain't it. Control-Tab. Alt-Tab. No, that's not what we want. Shift-Tab. That's also not what we want. I just want... Ah, there we go. Got it! Dr. Zowden says last stream. I did eat shit last stream. Dr. Zowden is right, as usual. Lexi1397 says, don't forget to like the stream, people. Excellent advice. Definitely do it. Dave Zilla says, or the Scourge begins. So he's backing up that claim. But yeah, so... I know that you can't see my person on the map. I love that. You push M, and it starts in Skalitz. So I'm like, how the hell did I get to Skalitz? But then I remember, no, I'm all the way over here. So it doesn't show my icon, but this is where I'm at. I'm at Miller Wojciech's area. Matthew is unavailable is here, and he says, hello, hello. Hello, Matthew. I don't know, do you want me to call you Matt Hugh or Matthew? Because your name suggests either is possible. But anyway, Miller Wojciech has another job for us. Oh yeah, and remember last stream we got our horse. Warhorse Yenda. Beautiful, beautiful, stinky creature. No, that's not Wojciech. He must be in here. There we go. Matt is fine. Okay, Matt. Make it simpler. God save you as well. What was it you wanted?
I want you to steal a horse from the Merhoyed stud farm and bring it here to me.
Oh yeah, I remember. Teraic Andre Aurelian says, what horse do you have? Warhorse Yenda.
I'll steal that horse for you, but the rewards had better be worth it.
Don't worry, but you best not come back with some old nag. Take care.
I gotta go steal a horse from my buddy. So he wants it from Merhoyed, so Merhoyed's easy to get from, get to from here. We'll ride on over to Ledetchko, which should be the next town over, and then right up from there should be Merhoyed. Blair Ashby said, my worst death was me glitching off a hillside, surviving, had a second wind feat, only land next to a group of humans. Mayoresh Jog says stinky horse. Yes, Warhorse Yenda apparently smells quite bad, but out of all the vanilla horses in the game, is the best one stat-wise. But then once you get the From the Ashes DLC, and if you do the stable there, you can get 2 horses that are actually better. I think Shadowfax becomes the new best one, but Shadowmere is a cool Skyrim reference. I mean, Shadowfax is a cool Lord of the Rings reference, so can't really beat that. But Shadowmere's black, and I prefer the darker horses to the white ones. But here we are with Warhorse Yenda, white one, so who am I to complain? What else do we see? Yeah, no, that's pretty unfortunate, Blair Ashby. That's not a fun way to die. You survived the fall. That's a good perk, though. The second wind feat. That's not a bad perk to have. Ooh, look, a new shrine. Yeah, so this should be Ledetchko here. And so then we'll just... This road should take us up into Merhoyed. Yeah, the hardest thing to adjust to in hardcore, because you can still level up and make your character about as good and stuff. And there's some stuff, it doesn't autosave and things like that. But the hardest thing to adjust to is the no map marker on your map when you're looking. Also, it's... I would like it if it still had the directions on your compass, because we get this compass up here, but it doesn't have north, south, east, or west on it, so it'd be more useful if it did for sure. Redneck Zeus popping in, saying howdy. Hello, Redneck Zeus, how you doing? And if you're asking me in the traditional English sense, how do you do, just in the shortened Americanized version, then I say I do very well. How do you do? Hello, traveler. Oh, I just popped off the road. There it is again. I think I might have taken the wrong way, because that's not Ledetchko. Where is it? I think we're going to need to take a left turn. Teraic Andre Aurelian agrees with me that taking off the directions from the compass didn't make sense. This way. Okay, yeah, this will take me into Merhoyed. Rendick Zeus is doing good. That's good, Zeus. It's always good to hear that you guys are doing good. I'm just excited to be back into the game. And, of course, stealing a horse is always fun. Karina Smirnov popping in saying, hello there, everybody. Hello, Karina Smirnov. Good to see you on board. What do we have here? Is that a dead body? What sort of mischief could I get up into now?
Hey, you bastard! What are you doing creeping around here? We have had all sorts of... Show what you're made of.
Shot that guy in the arm.
Come here, lily liver.
Ah, I didn't want to miss that. Why did I get off my horse? I should go get back on my horse. Because then I could ride to a distance and take pot shots. Ah! Let me on my horse. Ah! 3 polearm users. Yeah, that's the thing, Matthew. It's always hard to use the bow on a horse. Did one of them die? It's fun that when they try to chase you, they have to drop their polearms. I don't know if they have to, but they always seem to. We're doing this the Mongol way. Ah! He got too close. You gotta get a little bit more distance. Oh boy, he's far away. Did he just was like, ah, never mind. Hold still, buddy. I'm trying to kill you. Got him. I do wish they balanced the executioner's sword because the thing is just overpowered. I mean, it's kind of like using a polearm. I'm not going to let this guy get away. It's really hard to shoot people while chasing on horseback in this game. I shot my own horse in the head. Ha! He died. I've killed my own horse multiple times doing that. Shooting them in the back of the head like that. Where the heck did that body go? There he is. Loot. Don't mind if I do. Alright. Dave Zilla says, Redneck Zeus, Lightning Lord of the Hay Patch. Bled out. Yeah, that's the nice thing about getting a nice solid hit like that. What the heck? There we go. I'm assuming all the other people bled out too, so we should try to find them. There's one. Now your horse has a nice hat. Yes, a very pretty, decorative hat. Ooh, a Cooper's axe. A Cooper is a barrel maker. I might as well take this guy's stuff. It ain't doing him any good. I'll probably get stopped by a guard and he'll be like, what's this? You murdered someone? Now if I could find the other guys. Not that it really matters there. It's not like they had... Oh. No. No, not seeing them. That's alright. Matthew's Unavailable says, that's why I download the Bush Non-Collision mod. Yes, a very useful mod for this game. I mean, I get why they have the bushes in there to collide with. It's to prevent... Ooh, he must have bled out. Nice. It's to prevent total access to all areas, because certain areas are more polished than others, and they kind of direct you on towards the main path, so you're not quite as often just killing yourself by falling off cliffs and stuff, or, you know, colliding and getting stuck deeper in the forest. So like I said, it makes sense a lot of games do that, but I've also used the Bush Non-Collision mod, and it definitely makes riding through the forests and around the fields and stuff considerably easier and more stress-free. Those guys don't appear to be wearing a whole lot of clothing. Kratos Smirnov says, did you eat before the stream again, LOL? Kinda. I ate a donut for breakfast, and then followed it up with a peanut granola bar. So not really. Matthew's Unavailable says, true, but I was scouting around Przemyslowice, and I kept getting stuck in the forest while riding. Atanesh says, bushes are well implemented in Red Dead Redemption 2. In KCD, it sucks. Red Dead Redemption 2 does most of its world design and other such things pretty well. Alright, horsey. I'm gonna have to leave you here. Which horse should we steal? The weird one with the long name? Do you see any people around here that are gonna see me if I hop on this horse? Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna crouch down. We're gonna steal this one, by the way. It won't let me over this fence. There we go. Now we just gotta ride it back without dying. Lexi says, so we know that he is going to get hungry around the 2-hour mark. Yeah, probably. Well, we'll see what happens. It's not always as bad. I had a large dinner last night, so my body's probably still working that off. What's everyone else's favorite horse in the game? Like I said, base game. Because I feel like, I mean, I know a lot of people like Al Barak. What's that down there? That is Talmberg, so we gotta go this way. I do like that hardcore, like I said, it definitely makes it, Matt says Pebbles. I don't like Pebbles that much. I mean, obviously, the first time I played through the game, I was like, cool, I can own a horse now. And so Pebbles was my favorite up until I was like, wait, I can buy a way better horse. Blair Ashby says, when donating, how much is the split? You mean when donating to me? I believe I get 60%. Or, no, wait. Like, super chats? I actually think I get most of the super chat. I don't think Google, YouTube, whatever, takes a whole lot of that. I think. Because, yeah, even with, like, becoming a channel member, I do get the vast majority of that chunk. I'm not sure exactly how much YouTube takes out of it. I know that I think I only get 60% of ad revenue on the videos. I think that's where I was getting the 60% number. My Roosh Jog says, surprisingly, I like Warhorse Agenda, the stinky horse. Oh, no, I don't find that surprising. Oh, crap, I went too far. This is the next town over, the one towards Sasau. The bailiff there has the decorated cuirass on him, so if you kill him, you can snap up the decorated cuirass. Oh, boy. I know where this is going to go. No, not Ledetchko. The next one over from Ledetchko. The one between Ledetchko and Sasau. Or kind of kitty corner from both of them. Matt says he doesn't know how much he loves, or why he loves Pebbles so much. Like I said, it could just be the emotional attachment of it being your first horse. For me, there was a mod that, I think it was called All the Equally Pretty Horses or something like that, where you could get... I don't remember if it allowed you to pick the coats or it made all of the horses have like the best stats, so you could just pick the one that had the best coat. I liked that one because then I was able to use Shadowfax, Warhorse Yenda and then Shadowfax type stats, but with like the nice, pretty solid black coat, which I like the best. That's our third miller. Here, there we go. Ooh, looks like an ambush. Lexi1397 says 70% goes to the YouTuber for super chats. Oh, that's not bad. So it is higher. I thought it was higher than the revenue split. Joseph, he says Pebbles is a kind horse. That's fair. Pebbles has never been mean to me. Hello, wealthy traveler. That's a nice Jupan you've got there. Dave Zilla says, I like the decorated cuirass with these Zool pieces. Yeah, the decorated cuirass is one of the fanciest looking chest pieces. The only thing I have against it is it follows the Cherbourg armor style where it has, like, it cuts off and you don't have the, I forget what the bottom part that kind of covers your lower abdomen is called, but it doesn't have anything there, and so it looks a little bit funnier with most of the armor in the game. Row hunting spot. I've got to be getting close. Because that river over there was the one dividing the area from Sasau. So I've got to be getting close to Ledetchko soon. Alex TW56 says, another KCD stream I see. Yes, indeedy do. And he also says, there is only Zool. Which is also accurate. There we go. I'm getting my timing better on jumping over stuff. No Radzig, there is only Zool. What do we got up here? Is this that same farm I came up to before? Okay, good. So Ledetchko should be just down the hill from here. Only problem is now I'll have to go back to Merhoyed to get my horse. Slap All Day says, is Apex ENB a good graphics mod or is there something better? I haven't tried. If we're talking mods for Kingdom Come Deliverance, I have not tried. I think I tried one graphics reshade mod once, but I don't remember what it was called. And it did make it look a little bit cooler, but I never had a big problem with the stuff as it was. So I can't possibly say. Maybe someone else in the chat will know more about it. Definitely not. A Stoning Gamer says, once more, paths cross. Hell you all. I think he meant hello. I don't think he meant to curse us all. Good day, Estonian Gamer. Matthew's Unavailable says, I really want a feature where you can put the visor up and down. Same. That's one of the reasons why you'll find me probably for most of this playthrough, if not all of it, utilizing the bell-shaped kettle hat, because it has the best stats out of all of the helmets that don't have a visor, because I don't like having the visor down. It limits my vision too much. Someone said someone is not liked. There are many people that have not liked. That's probably true, Estonian Gamer. You guys are chatting so fast, I can't, I didn't mean to curse you all. I figured you didn't. I figured that was a typo. Look at that! We came out right about where we wanted to. We're at the next farm over from the miller. David said, can't go to Merhoyed, there's a plague. I'd wait a couple months, then check. Dr. Zodin says, watch Nico die jumping things again. I know, that's why I was going so slow down that hill. I was like, I don't want to die again. And Alex TW56 responding to Estonian Gamer, hell yourself. Fun. But yeah, as far as the visors, that's why right when the tournament DLC was added with Amorous Adventures of Bold Sir Hans Capon, there we go. Wojciech, I stole your weirdly named horse.
I have that horse for you.
You're a gem, Henry.
Thanks,
Just
bud.
exactly what I was after. Now, take your reward, and I'll take a ride.
I'm at a loose end. Is there anything you need?
Since you put it like that.
Yeah, he's got another task.
Now, let's see. I know. I've been wondering for a while what I could get for my wife.
Oh, this is the one where I have to go steal the jewelry from Lady Stephanie.
I'd like
All
to
right.
recommend.
Slap All Day says, yes, yeah, I have to redo my mods because yesterday I downloaded a bunch, but I noticed a weird Steam issue with Henry's mother on her neck and then a few others. Yeah, it can get tricky with the mods in here. I've basically...
There's only one noble woman.
it's trial and error for me because they don't seem to have a good mod merger that kind of helps you from getting those conflicts. So I usually have to figure out if two interfere with each other, then I get rid of one.
You're asking me. I'll do it.
You have to sneak into her
Quick save. Wait, no, Bethesda. Drink booze.
law.
Estonian Gamer says, please, good lad, show me your armor. I'll show you my armor once we get out of this.
If you do bring
Yeah, I'll go get you the thing. Alright. This is my armor. So I've got on the, well, I'll just show you it. Crap, I'll have to show it by Warren. Aachen Dark Brigandine, Bell-Shaped Kettle Hat, Dark Padded Coif, as the French would say, Dark Silesian Gamson, Golden Spurs, Long Noble Hauberk, Mail Chausses, Milanese Gauntlets, Milanese Plate Pauldrons, Necklace, Noble's Composite Chausses, Noble's Mail Coif, Noble's Red and Blue Hose, Signet Ring, Sir Radzig's Hood. That's the outfit I've got on right now. And the weapons, we're using Cumin Metal Shield, Cumin Bow, Ceremonial Mace, and Better Piercing Arrows. But I should sell all that crap that we picked up while we were out there, so I don't get overburdened at any point.
I've got some good.
Blah, blah, blah. Weapons. We'll sell it. Everything we're not using. Well, I'll keep one of the... I'll keep the good dagger. Armor. Apples, we don't need those. We don't need bread. We don't need carrots. And there we go. And now we'll haggle to get our speech up.
Let's have a word about the price.
Why not?
Definitely not Estonian Gamer says, and how far are you in the story? Not very. We haven't really done any main missions. We're basically just doing these thieving miller missions. So, not very far at all. Why? I'm gonna have to walk, unfortunately, back to Merhojed to get my horse, and then ride to Talmberg. Slap You All Day says, yeah, nice to see you back in the game, man. I used some of your best, what do you say? Best mace and axes vids a few years back. Been subbed since. Awesome. It's great to see people sticking around even though I move from game to game. Because I basically cover the games that... Oh, wait, I should save. I have no save your schnapps. I'll try not to die. Well, when I get to Ledetchko, I'll go to the inn. I'll get my bow out just in case. When I get to the Ledetchko, I'll go to the inn, sleep and save, and grab my Savior Schnapps out of my chest where I must have left them. Definitely not Estonian Gamer says, that's a lot of stuff. I remember I couldn't get the mail trosses until midway. Yeah, when we were... So, if you remember, near the end of the last stream, we got into that encounter outside of Ujits, where there was the Cumans fighting the bandits and everything. And so I did that, and I didn't get as much on the first time through, but then I died, so I had to redo it. And the second time through, we were able to take out the bandits, Cumans, everything, so I was able to loot everyone there. And one of the bandits had the mail trosses on him, so that was nice. Dave Zill says, what does Henry's combat stats look like currently? Not very high. Combat. We've got 0 for defense, 1 for warfare, 0 for axe, 9 for bow, so that's going up, 0 for mace, 0 for sword, and 1 for unarmed. So, we haven't done that much combat yet. No, Estonian Gamer, I was just making up for what I had done since I had saved. Remember how I died at the end of the last one? So after the stream ended, I redid. I went there, did that encounter, then went to Talmberg, stole the Wafen Rocks, and brought them back here. Because that was the stuff that I had done and then died. Gabriel Richter popping in saying hello. Hello, Gabriel Richter. Good to see you here again. So yes, Dave Zilla, my combat stats are decently low yet. Like I said, I haven't done any other missions, so I haven't done any of the training stuff yet. Haven't even done chumps on the river, which I could do because it's over by Ledetchko. But I just want to get there and get my... Frickin' knew it. And now I don't have a horse. I just capped that cumin, though, first shot. I'll have to see if I don't die here. Oops, that was a high shot. On the bright side, the cumins are running down, so I should be able to take out this one that's sitting here. There we go. It's all about the sight picture for the archery in here. On the bright side, we'll be able to get these guys' stuff. Oh, that's a bandit. I'm robbing him? That doesn't make any sense, does it? Well, we'll keep moving down the road. See those 6 shots I got on those guys? That wasn't bad. When I get trained back up, I should turn my mouse sensitivity down. No, that was up. I'm going to turn it down. Be a little bit easier to aim that way. When I get my sight picture for the game locked in, if you guys remember from my old videos where I do rampages and stuff, I get much better with the archery in this game. So, we'll get to that point again. I'm not sure who that was running off from that cumin. Probably, I'm just glad I didn't die there. Oh, there's another cumin up there. Henry doesn't rob, he's a good boy. Not this Henry. This Henry is not good guy Henry. Oops, missed to the right. Let's get the next arrow drawn. Oh good, he stopped and ran. Come back here, cumin. Now I want to kill you because you've shown weakness. Unfortunately, I'm going to run out of stamina because I'm carrying too much stuff and I'm wearing decently heavy armor. He might run all the way into Ledetchko, though. That would be funny. Stop running away, you coward. Dang, I'm still shooting to the right. I have a weird republic in the Soviet city builder. In the capital, it has a Kremlin, the North Korean party building thing, 50 Soviet blocks, North Korean apartment blocks, and a military base. Yeah, that's a weird, weird city design there, buddy. I got through a charging bandit directly through an eye slit earlier. That's a very tasty shot. That is nice. Look, he's going to run right into Ledetchko. Let's see if the guards have a problem with him being armed in town. There's the bailiff! Get him, bailiff! Ooh, he's running fast. That cumin's got some legs on him. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch him. I'm going to give up on that. I'm going to stop here and sell my stuff that I just looted. Thank you, villager. Very rude of you. Hey, trader. Yeah. Sell weapons. Wait. Better hunting arrow. Yeah, I was going to say. I keep the better piercing arrows. Oh, we can't sell those. Those are stolen. Common saber we can sell. Torches we can sell. Armor. Sell most of this stuff. That one bandit I looted is screwing up my selling run. Alright, food. Cheap wine. No, not the dried stuff. And that wine. And... alright. Check basket. Haggle.
Let's talk about the... Sure.
Yes, let's.
What do you say? Alright.
There we go. Alright. That cumin had some nice stamina for a horse-riding nomad, right? He just kept on running. Also, it's winter, unemployment is at 70%, happiness is at 30%, and 60% of my people have died. I have electricity and heating, they have food, but they just die. Well, it sounds like a Soviet city. Wait, do I not own this room yet? Okay, good, I do. Food. Save your schnapps. Let's take some of those with us. We'll only take 5. We don't need that many on us. I try not to use them too much, because I get drunk and pass out immediately. We'll sleep and save, though. I can only sleep until midnight? I don't want to go at midnight. We've survived a couple encounters so far in the game, though, so that's good. Proves that our slightly better armor than last time is helping us out quite a bit. I shouldn't say slightly. I'm willing to bet that the suit of armor I'm wearing has an AAR somewhere in the mid-20s at least. Lexi1397 reminding everyone, get those likes up. Yes, if you haven't liked the stream yet, please do so. It's very useful. Let's go until 6. I just want it to be daylight. I haven't done any treasure hunting yet. Haven't opened a single treasure. All I've been doing is reading the maps when I see them, because it gives me some reading XP. But I have... Wait, there should be a food pot somewhere in here. I could lockpick that for the XP. What are you drinking? Matthew's unavailable. Great question. That was a Diet Pepsi Wild Cherry. My absolute favorite soda. So I still can't pick very hard locks, so that's unfortunate. Open up. There we go. Now we've got some food. Dave Zell said, like the streamer, I shall scourge your holdfasts and raise your villages with fire and sword. I've seen him do it. He's not lying. Edward Savvy says, hey, DTG, I love Sir Radzig's hood. Me too. It is my absolute favorite hood in the game. I like the decorated yellow and black and the blue and red ones. They're my second and third favorites, but Radzig's hood is it's my favorite outer garment. The Jupons give you slightly better stats, so sometimes I use them. I should check and see if that stuff is still marked as stolen. The bow is, and some of the armor is. We'll hold it on us then. Matthew's unavailable says, something carbonated? Yes, Diet Pepsi Wild Cherry is carbonated. Well, this one's kind of flat, but that's because I opened it quite early this morning. Dave Zilla Powerharp says, kindly. Yes, kindly. He will kindly scourge your villages with fire and sword. There's a chest up here in the woods by a little garden. If I show you on the map, there's Ledetchko. There's a little garden over here somewhere. And in that chest, which I believe is very hard locked, you can find St. George's sword. Alex TW56 says, no Coke, Pepsi! Making an excellent Saturday Night Live reference from either the late 80s or early 90s. Sir Dave Zilla Powerharp says, I sometimes stick with the starter red scarf. Shows off a bit more armor. That's true. I could see that argument. Plus, it's the scarf you start with, so it's kind of a sentimental type thing. You could be role-playing that was like your mother made it for you or something, and you're wearing it to honor her. I like Sir Radzig's. So, you find Sir Radzig's hood in a chest in Talmberg, over in Sir Divish's bedroom, suggesting an illicit love affair between the two, or possibly more likely some sort of cut content where Radzig was supposed to have some sort of a stay or something at Talmberg where his hood would have been taken. Because in the beta files for the game, like if you spawn in Sir Radzig using console commands, he'll be wearing the armor suit that he was supposed to in the beta, and in that armor suit he's wearing this hood, Sir Radzig's hood, so... Soul of Nothing says, Coke. Dave Zell says, no Coke. Or Pepsi. Dr. Pepper is the only soda ever. I disagree. If it was, I wouldn't drink soda. No offense, I just don't like it. Definitely Not a Stunning Gamer says, I don't know, my capital's dead. I have 3,524 people living there. Now it has 123 people living there. Alex TW56 says, cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger. One of my favorite SNL skits. I do quite enjoy the SNL between the mid-80s and late 90s. Soul of Nothing says, who likes sushi? I'm not sure if that's a reference, but I like sushi. I should turn Marrowheads this way. Plus, if I stay off the road, I'm less likely to get murdered by some bandits on the way to get my horse. Definitely Not a Stoning Gamer says, I not like raw fish. Well, here's a fun fact. Sushi is not made with raw fish. At least I don't think it usually is. Sashimi or sashimi is the kind with raw fish as far as I know. Plus, it's actually pretty good. But anyway, the thing about sushi / sashimi is to go to a good place. If you get it from a gas station, you shouldn't be surprised that it's not very good. But if you get it from a 3 or 4 star sushi restaurant, then expect it to be pretty good. Or if you go to like a teppanyaki place, sushi is usually one of the cheapest things you can order because you can get a full roll for usually $10 or less. And that's compared to other dishes that'll be in the $20, $30, $40. Definitely Not a Stonian Gamer says, sushi is sushi. Yeah, sushi is sushi. But sushi doesn't usually contain raw fish. It's normally cooked or smoked or something. Like, you'll find a lot with smoked salmon or tuna or stuff like that will be the main ingredients. Some sushi doesn't even have any fish in it. Like, I don't know if the California roll has fish in it. I know it's got a lot of other stuff, like cream cheese and avocado in it and stuff. Alex TW56 says, I live in a tiny town 10 hours from the closest beach. I don't trust sushi. That's nothing, man. I live in a small town in Wisconsin. We're quite a bit further than 10 hours from the closest beach if you're talking ocean fish. But we've still got some seafood restaurants here in the state that I enjoy. I love seafood, though. The best thing, my sister lives in Florida down on the Gulf. And so when we went to visit her last spring or the spring before, my absolute favorite thing was constantly eating seafood. Well, not constantly. It was the couple times we ate seafood. I would have liked to constantly eat seafood while we were down there. But I think 3 of the times we went out to eat, I ended up eating beef. Or something like beef. I think one time it was like bison or something like that. But I was like, we're on the Gulf. Why not eat fish? I love seafood, though. Or the raw fish sushi. Redneck Zeus says, I love sushi. A fellow man of culture. Alex TW56 says, love seafood. Anytime I'm near a beach, I eat seafood. It's my favorite. I used to be the kind of guy that would go to a restaurant and order steak. You know, it would be steak and something. But not anymore. And you also like sashimi? Yeah. Like I said, Zeus, I'm a fan too. It's definitely something that I probably wouldn't have liked when I was much younger, or at least maybe I wouldn't have tried it when I was much younger. But I do enjoy it. Dave Zill says, we have a Cajun food truck that comes through a couple times a month. Amazing stuff. I love Cajun cooking. It's amazingly good. I think probably my favorite dish that I ate in Florida the whole time wasn't actually seafood. It was Cajun blackened catfish, and it was so frickin' good. Matthew's Unavailable said, never tried a steak. Beef isn't very popular in my country, only pork and chicken. Well, if you've never had one, I recommend trying it. If you're ever in America and you find yourself at an actual good steakhouse, I recommend trying it, because I'm not saying, even though it's not my favorite thing anymore, I'm not saying it's not good. And if you've never had it, it might be an amazing experience for you, especially if you're only used to eating pork and chicken, because it is very different. Stonian Gamer says, also now all of my capital cars are abandoned in the parking lots. Only 2 living men have cars. Are they Yugos? Because then it's perfectly USSR. Alex TW56 says, never had a steak. Man, that's tough. Yeah, right? It's hard to hear as an American. Especially, I'm betting Dave Zilla's like, sacrilege from Texas. I feel like in Texas you just eat steak all the time. Definitely Not a Stonian Gamer says, I've never had a steak too. How do you guys not have beef? I mean, I know, okay, I shouldn't be too surprised. Beef is an expensive meat. It's expensive to raise, it takes a lot of land, a lot of resources, so I get that it's not nearly as popular in less wealthy countries. But still, it's good. If you ever find yourself in America, I definitely recommend trying it then. But make sure it's not like you go to a crappy restaurant and try it, because then you're just going to get a tough, chewy piece of dry meat, and they're going to burn the crap out of it. You get a steak, get yourself loaded down with onions, that's the way I do it, and get it medium rare. Scientifically, the best level to cook your steak at, because it's not burnt and dry and chewy if you get it medium rare, like it is if you overcook it. And it's also cooked, though, so you do get some flavor out of it. Because if you get anything that's too rare, it doesn't actually have the steak flavor. It mostly just tastes like blood. So if you really, really like blood, then yeah, get it absolutely rare. But if you actually want to... Is this a duel? Oh boy, our first duel! The best ones won't need any sauce or anything. Alex TW56, if you mean they don't need onions, you're wrong. Everything needs onions. But yes, if you're having a good steak, you should never need to put any sort of sauce or anything on it. Au jus works pretty well, though. Redneck Zeus, how are we already on food discussions? Someone mentioned sushi, I think. We get our Wayfaring Knight. You think we can take them? I don't think we can.
I'd like to challenge you to it.
Dave Zill says, I eat steak a ton. Not as much right in this particular moment in time with inflation, but still. Free armor. I accept the
Why
challenge.
not? I could use a little exercise.
He's gonna kick our butts.
I have no
My combat skills are way too low for this. He's gonna beat me. Ah! He already started attacking. I don't have any combos unlocked, and I can't even block yet. He's gonna whoop us so bad. The only advantage I've got is my strength is high. Wait, I don't remember how to block. Is it right click or is it E? Or is it not gonna let me because I haven't trained with Robard yet? I'm just gonna have to use space to my advantage. Yeah, plus he's got an armor advantage over me. I mean, we've got similar armor. He's got a better helmet than I do, and possibly better leg armor. He's gonna whoop me. Oh yeah, right click is the jab attack. Oh, he's too fast for us. And I can't block. He's gonna get me. Oh, it's Q. Q is block, yeah. But like I said, I don't think I can block. I think you have to learn that from Robard. Dave Zill says steak sauce is for burgers. You certainly don't put it on a steak. A good steak doesn't need sauce. Like I said, if anything... Ooh, I got a hit on him. If anything, a little au jus. Dr. Zowden says primary, medium rare. Ooh, boy, he bleeded me. Other. Well, Wayfaring Knight, you fought well, but unfortunately, I can't let you get away telling people that you beat me in battle.
There you are, you knave.
Call me a knave? That's just rude, buddy. What did I ever do to you? He still might kill me. Teach me a lesson for being stupid. Ow! He is tough. Oh, no! I died. Dave Zill said dome him. He got me. That's on me. I was being stupid. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did it. Anyway. Damn, he fast. Yeah, he was fast. Definitely not a studying gamer. Oh, crap. That was so long ago. Says, ahem, DTG, what do you mean poor? My country is loaded with Euro Lodens. I don't know what that means. Just talking GDP, average, like the per capita income, all that sort of stuff. United States is #1 in the world for both of those things. China's coming up on GDP, though. I think this is the NPC where I got my first set of actual armor from. Yeah, if you've got, like, your strength and your stealth high enough so that you can just assassinate the ones that you find on the side of the road, it's a good way to get... Because I think in my first playthrough, when I was doing the mission with Hans Kapan, where you go hunting with him, on the way out, I ran into either the Wayfaring Knight or a mercenary or something like that. Someone with pretty good armor out there on the road. And I snuck up behind him and I stabbed him. And took his stolen armor and popped it on my body and went on the mission with Hans Kapan hunting. And so I think in my first playthrough, that's also how I got my first good set of armor. Oh, yeah, he got me, Dave Zilla. Loans, sorry, I have little knowledge of English. No problem. Yeah, I'm sure you can get loans and stuff. Like I said, I wasn't saying that nobody in Estonia has any money, or that everyone there is poor or whatever. Just that if you look at it from, like I said, average income and the gross domestic product and economic growth and all sorts of things like that, it's hard to compare most places to the United States. Matthews Unavailable says, my country's GDP is only 25k per capita. Yeah, so I think the United States has a GDP in the trillions, you know? Not obviously per capita, but considering we only have a population of 330 million, our GDP per capita is probably pretty high. It's loaded with Euro loans. Okay, yeah, I get what you mean. Alex TW56 says, USA! USA! Yeah, but our national debt is also in the trillions, so... Because we spend way more money than we make. Which is hilarious, because we make so much money, but we spend more than we make. No other country in the world makes as much money as us, but no one else spends as much money as us either. 60k per capita is the USA, I think. Could be. Sounds about right. I mean... Like I said, I'd have to look it up to know for sure, but considering, like I said, we have a GDP somewhere in the trillions, probably decently low, but like 1 or 2 trillion, probably. And a population of 330 million, it divides down. Alex says, we don't talk about that party. Dave Zill says, and our life expectancy is declining. Yes, it is. Thing about the life expectancy declining, remember, that's an average, so it's not actually that people are dying younger, it's that younger people are dying, which is important to remember. They're not dying of old age. It's being brought down by drug deaths, deaths of despair, so a lot of self-inflicted deaths, as it were. Crap, I might have gone the wrong way. What are we looking at? That's the Sao. Yeah, I definitely went the wrong way down this hill. Things like that are bringing down the average. Not actually that people are dying of old age younger. Now, mind you, heart disease is always on the rise, so heart disease-related deaths are going up, and that also brings down the average, unless they're at an older age. Of course, with all of the recent heart disease among young people, that probably won't help the average age either, or the average age of death. Because I think in the United States, currently it's 74 for men and 76 or 78 for women is the average age. So, not great. Definitely not a Studying Gamer says, yeah, you just print more money if you needed now that gold doesn't back it up. Yeah, I mean, it's the US dollar is the world's reserve currency, so basically we can get away with printing more money because it will be accepted. We know that because we're the reserve currency. That won't be true forever, though, so that plan will backfire eventually. My country has 23,312,000, I assume is the number you're doing, USD per capita. No, you must mean 23,000, not counting the trillions dollars of loans, of course. Fentanyl is dropping people like flies. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Drug deaths and stuff like that are... Drug deaths and deaths of despair are the two main things that are raising at such a alarming rate, and what is most affecting the average age, or the average death in the United States, average age of death. So, like I said, there are also health concerns. A lot of fat people, a lot of diabetes, obesity, heart disease-related deaths too. So, it's not that we aren't unhealthy. We are, but a lot of the people committing not live and the drug deaths are the things that are driving that much lower. Especially when you consider that most of these fentanyl deaths and everything are relatively young people, which makes the average drop much quicker than if we had a bunch of 90-year-olds taking them. Matthew's Unavailable says, I hate hearing Europeans say, ooh, USA fat. Meanwhile, us Europeans are becoming pretty fat as well. Well, Western culture in general is getting fatter on average because we have more... Like, it's a money thing. We're a rich nation where you flip the script a little bit. In the extremely poor nations, your very, very poor people are living in abject poverty, which often means that they're very thin, because in abject poverty, you don't have any food, or what you have is just not enough to sustain you, or just barely enough to sustain you. Whereas in the United States, and probably also true in a lot of other Western countries, the poor people here live in subjective poverty. So they're poor compared to the rest of America or England or whatever, but compared to the rest of the world, they're exceedingly wealthy. And so these people might be on government benefits or whatever, but they can get food. But they can't usually get the very expensive food, which is the most healthy food. Because the expensive food is going to be your fresh meats and produce and all that sort of stuff. The Studying Gamer says, funny internet number. Yeah, they were. It was a weird formatting, but I think I got what you mean. I'm having trouble finding... I think it's over this way. After I get my horse this time, I'm going to have to save. I don't like having to walk back and get my horse. It's very annoying. Matt says true. Yeah, so like I said, that's why we're getting fatter, or like populations in general are getting fatter. We have plenty of money. Food's not. There's no scarcity of food in our nation. Even homeless people don't generally have a lack of available food if they want to go get what's available for them, because you have basically every city with more than 10,000 people in it has some sort of a free food pantry for people who don't have any money, or what do you call it, soup kitchens or whatever. Soup being a generalized term, obviously it's just regular food most of the time, not always soup, but soup is the cheapest and easiest to make large quantities of nourishing food with. Or pretty much anyone in the United States below a certain income level can qualify for what's called food stamps, where you just take it to the store and buy food like regular with it. So, like I said, in your well-developed, rich nations, food is never actually really something that there's a whole lot of a shortage to. There's that one sweet spot of people who have the shortage on food, and it's your working poor. It's the people who make too much money to get food stamps, but not enough money to have plenty of money for food. That's your window of people in the United States who have the least food available to them. Fun fact. Skalitz popping in saying, hi. Skalitz, I wonder if you're a fan of this game. And hello to you as well. Definitely not a studying gamer says, me have no lack of food. Me can eat all I want, but aha, me not stupid. I eat what is good for the body to be strong. Skalitz says, you is cool. I am. Thank you, Skalitz. Thank you for saying you're cool. And I assumed from your name that you were a fan of this game. We're going to save now. I'll get a little drunk from it, but I think it's worth it to not have to walk between Ledetchko and Merho yet again. Once you get the horse, walking seems so old-fashioned. And once you get a car, a horse seems so old-fashioned. But Henry won't be able to get his Model T for a little bit yet. That'd be an epic mod for this game. Henry driving around in a Model T. Ooging at all the pretty wenches. Never ever seen such a fast horse. This is Warhorse Yenda, my friend. Very fast. Estonian Gamer says, shit, you have food stamps? We used to have them in the late 80s. Yeah, they're, like I said, that's one of the most popular government benefits for people below a certain income level in the United States. Like I said, as far as I know, you take them to the store and they just act like a credit card or whatever for your food. It's not actually stamps. I think it's a card, like I said, like a plastic card. This guy looks a little bit different than the last one. Firework says, this reminds me to start my executioner sword playthrough. Thank you. Beggar. Oh, I might be able to get a dice off this guy. Oh, good. I'm glad I have good fortune. Carmen Singh... What was that? Carmen Singh Sethi says, rate a rank of your best games. I always tell people my top 3 because they're the easiest ones for me to remember. In order... The Witcher 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance. Top 3 best games of all time. And I play a lot of games, so that's everything. If I was going to add 2 more to that list to make a top 5, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and Skyrim. That's probably my top 5. Ambush. Oh, never mind. Oh no, I'll have you show me the goods.
Show me what you're selling.
Here we had actual stamps. You needed to buy food and stuff. Yeah, no, like I said, I assume that's how it started. This guy just has savior schnapps. I can sell stuff to him. So that's good. Be able to lighten up my inventory a little bit. And then when I kill him afterwards, I should be able to get it back. I mean, I'm not going to do that. Sell this lockpick. Alright, we'll check basket. Haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Alright, so.
Lexi1397 says, oh, those are all great games. Duke Dredge says, how do you feel about the state of Cyberpunk? I think it's in a better state than when it was released, significantly so, but I still don't love it.
Profit, are you?
So, not my favorite. He's filthy poot. Oh, poor. Carmen Singh Sethi says, well, I shows you love the games that you make content on. Fallout's practically what anybody could have wished for role-playing. Estonian Gamer says, you paid him. Yeah, but now I'm going to take everything he has. I'm going to leave him alive, though. Henry's not a murderer, just a thief. And a rogue. Like Han Solo. Henry is Han Solo. Well, except I guess Han Solo did murder Greedo, so... Maybe my analogy's not perfect. Wait, this is Skalitz. I went the wrong way. Well, that's Ravna, but Skalitz is the next one over. I gotta go this way. I love how often I get lost. Kill him? I don't want to kill him. He's a good guy, and maybe he'll come back for revenge later. That could be fun. Stealing from the poor. Sheesh. Even the younglings. Even the younglings. How do you know he was poor? He was a thief. Stealing from a thief isn't bad. It's just balancing the scales in the grand scheme of things. Also, I said when we started this that I was going to be not good guy Henry. Like I said, I'm not being bad guy Henry. I'm not being evil Henry. I'm being slightly bad guy Henry. So I'll avoid the murder as often as possible, and I'll try not to kill civilians and all that jazz. But sometimes I might, you know, depends what they say. And I'll definitely rob people. Non-moral Henry, yeah. Or amoral Henry, or maybe gray moral Henry. Duke Drage says, has there been any news about Kingdom Come 2? No, there has not. But, like I always tell people, it's the only IP that Warhorse Studios have. It's their... And it did very well, and they left it open for a sequel, so I think it makes sense that that's the game they're going to do. They also got bought by a company that's going to want them to do something, so I guarantee they're not doing nothing. And there hasn't been any news or rumors about a new IP, and they haven't released anything else, except for, like, they had soap at one point and a board game related to it. So I think that they've been working on the next game ever since they stopped working on DLC for this one. So I fully expect Kingdom Come Deliverance to be somewhere around the corner. I don't expect it to be very far off. So that's what I always tell people, because honestly, it's what I believe. Even though, no, there's no news, they haven't confirmed anything. And if you try, I've tried to get them to say stuff on Twitter, like anyone from the company, and they never say anything. So I would guess that they're just trying to keep it nice and closed down until they're ready to release it. Alrighty. We'll sleep and save for an hour here since we got here. That way I don't have to run back again. I'm going to have to be smart with my saving in this hardcore stream so I don't have to keep doing things over again. Alright, what does he say? My Henry is always a sociopathic maniac who had sworn to eliminate the human race for whatever it takes. Well, that's good. It's good to kill the bad guys who murdered your family. Starting Gamer says, no, you see, Henry is poor. He was rich. Henry is Robin Hood, but he gives to himself. Redneck Zoo says, healthy food isn't expensive, it just takes more effort. Plus, when you eat healthy, you tend to eat less, so that helps keep the cost down. I'm not saying it has to be ridiculously expensive. I'm just saying buying junk food at the store and noodles and rice and potatoes and things like that that are starchy and therefore fattening is way, way cheaper than buying vegetables and raw meat. And in fact, on top of that, you can easily feed a family with things like pre-cooked pizzas and or like pre-made pizzas and stuff like that for cheaper than you can buy the raw ingredients and make stuff. That's where the obesity among poor people comes from. Obviously, if you have a garden and grow your own food, or if you... Can I actually get into here? Ah, hello, Stephanie.
The Lord be praised.
Anyway, so I'm not saying it's impossible to eat healthy on a cheap diet. It's just extremely difficult, and the more people you're trying to do it for, the less likely it is. So if you're one person, yes, I would say that you can eat healthy for a reasonable price, or even two adults. But if you have kids and you're trying to feed a family, it gets much harder. Trust me, as someone who spends, you know, usually $1,000 or more a month on food, which I know sounds like a lot, but I have a family of 5. It can get expensive.
I can't trust him with this.
Actually, I don't know if it's 1,000. It might only be about 600. I can't remember. I'd have to look at the budget.
Is that not true?
Matthew's Unavailable says, might seem a bit political, but is Wisconsin a red or blue state? Purple. Honestly. Most of Wisconsin is red, like area-wise, but the 2 largest cities in Wisconsin are Madison and Milwaukee, and they're very blue. And so, usually, like in a presidential election, usually it's a blue state. The last 2 times it's been red has been 2016, and then 1985, or 84, I think. Like, doesn't happen very often. But the vast majority of state elections are red. Our legislature is all red. Usually we've got a red governor. We usually have 1 senator for each, because we'll get 1 senator elected out of basically Milwaukee and Madison. So that one will be very blue, but then the other one is very red. Like I said, it's a purple state overall, but the vast majority, over half the population, it's something like in the 60% or 70% are self-declared Republicans, but not all of them vote. So yeah, not super political. if you come to Wisconsin and walk around, you'll think it's a red state, but in presidential elections, usually it ends up being blue because of Milwaukee, basically. It will be my honor.
Be my honor, my lady.
Definitely not. Swinging Gamer says, no, you see... Oh, I just must have missed that one before. Briarork says, if 90% of the population where you live eat like shit, it costs unreasonably high. Could be.
How am I supposed to pick up the wine?
The Stony Gamer says, what are you talking about? Potato is healthy. I'm not saying potatoes are unhealthy. I'm saying they're fattening. Because it's starch. And starch turns into sugar basically immediately in your body and is stored as fat right away. So anything high in starch is likely to make you fat. I'm not saying it's unhealthy.
Pick up the wine from.
There's an important difference between that. It's the same thing as like butter. Butter is not unhealthy, but it is fattening. So, and being obese is unhealthy. Also, meat is expensive. Meat is usually expensive. Strong Slav man can be a little fat. Henry's gonna bump uglies. Henry is gonna bump uglies. You know that. This is not good guy Henry, so he's gonna take every opportunity to bump uglies that he can. Matthew's Unavailable says, where I live, it seems pretty weird to not go vote. We see it as a duty of a citizen. Well, yeah, so do a lot of people. I view it as a civic duty to go vote. In my opinion, I think voting should be compulsory. If you legally are allowed to vote, I think you should have to vote. You know, even if you... Like, I'm not saying you should have to vote for one of the two parties. You should be able to vote for whoever the hell you want. You could vote for yourself for all I care, or write in a fake character, but I think you should have to go and vote. In countries where you have compulsory voting, your average contentment with the government is almost always much higher. Because if you have to go vote, you have to get up and go do it. You normally feel like at least you did something. Plus, then the elected officials actually represent the vast majority of the population. Because if everyone has to vote, then you don't have, 39% of the population being the only participants in an election. So, I agree with you, Matt. I think it should be treated as a duty.
Wine, a roan, and a crown.
Redneck Zoo says, I notice a lot of people in Wisconsin are red in their values, but for some reason vote blue by default. Certainly the older population a lot. You'll see a lot of people who, if you were talking to them, having a regular conversation with them, you'd think that they were very right-leaning or conservative or whatever. But they might still vote blue in the polls. So that does definitely happen. I need to wait until nighttime so I can... I'm guessing that necklace is going to be... Oh, quiet down, guard. Is going to be in her easy locked chest, hopefully. Otherwise, I'm going to need to level up lockpicking before I can finish this mission. I'll go down and sleep until nighttime. Get out of my way, guard. It's also annoying. There we go. Sleep and save. Oh crap, it's like midday. Well, we'll have to wait some time too then. What else do we got? Estonian Gamer says, at this time, my republic has unemployment rate of 97%. A lot of artists and philosophers living in your republic. Maybe you'll come up with the next great art pieces, though. Redneck Zeus says, I need to remember to register before the 18th. Always good advice. On the bright side, I don't have to do anything special, because I have voted from my current residence enough times. It's annoying if you move a lot. I get why people who move around a lot might not vote very frequently, because the process of getting yourself on the rolls and everything for moving, especially if it's not a great distance, is super annoying. I do it every time. I haven't missed an election since I turned 18. Even things where it's nothing but local stuff, because in my opinion, first of all, local stuff is probably the most important, as it's what you'll see the biggest impact on your day-to-day life, usually. I'm not saying things like presidential elections aren't important, just that local stuff is too. There we go. But, yeah, always remember to vote. That's another one of those things. I don't usually tell people who to vote for, unless it's someone I personally know and they are genuinely asking for my advice. But I always tell people to vote. It's a right that a lot of people in the world don't get. So why would you not do it? Stay asleep, Stephanie. I'm wearing a bunch of clanky plate armor, so she's going to wake up. Hopefully it's in this chest. There we go. Stunning Gamer says, okay, my capital is a ghost town. Now electricity is out, heating is out, negative 15 degrees Celsius there. Yeah, it's not too bad Fahrenheit-wise. Gets a lot colder than that here. Well, I'm in a Steeler dress. Aquanatus says, nice, didn't know you still played KCD. Came for the Braun of the Blackwater Armor Guide and saw you were live. How are you? I'm doing great. Awesome that you saw that guide. I did my best job trying to imitate Sir Braun. On the bright side, as far as people from the show goes, because I got a lot of Game of Thrones requests, his was the only one I was able to get anywhere near. There's not a good coat of plates in this game, so... Unfortunately. You know what? It's nighttime. I'll try to do some lockpicking. To see if we can't get our lockpicking up high enough to open very hard chests. I can rob this one outright. It's empty anyway. Yes, I haven't made videos for Kingdom Come Deliverance for quite some time, but I like streaming it still. And it's one of my favorite games of all time, so... You know. If people are willing to watch me play it, I'll play it, because I love playing it. But you wouldn't live in an apartment block with little food and no heating at -5 degrees Fahrenheit, would you? No. No, I prefer to not. Because -5 degrees Fahrenheit is plenty to freeze to death. You know? That's plenty cold for that type of thing. I mean, I would probably just do what a lot of Soviets ended up doing and have makeshift wood furnaces and burn various things to keep my apartment warm. Wonder how many levels I have to level up to actually open a very hard chest in here. I thought you only had to be like level 8 or something like that to have a chance at opening it. Hey, buddy. I was just leaving. Nothing. I was just leaving. He had to do his nighttime prayers up in the chapel. Now let's see if I can go open that chest in the chapel. Because I would like to get myself... Can't open very hard. What level am I? Lockpicking. I'm level 9, see? So clearly it's not level 8. Must be level 10, maybe. Alex CW56 says, -5 degrees, I'm building a fire pit in the living room. Right? That's what I'm saying. If it was, like, I had no other options, yeah, I'd make a makeshift fire of some sort to keep myself warm. Burn whatever I could, you know? Very easy. On the bright side, I don't have that much more experience to get up to level 10. Or maybe it's 12. I can't remember. It's been so long. But I'm not far off as far as experience goes to getting up to 10. So once I get up to 10, I'll go back and try it. Of course I got caught.
Stop that, you magpie!
You're annoying.
Help!
Yeah. Come on, buddy.
God!
You're not going to arrest me? Robard. There you go.
Come here quick! There's a thief over there!
Stony Gamer says it's 24th of December. My capital is dead. Only buses run. My military base is alive. My farm is alive also. Happy Christmas to y'all freezing to death. You're a great ruler. You've done a great job here. Let's see if I can talk my way out of it. I can't. Yes, I think you're stupid.
Here you are. You purge yourself before the law, but I'll be keeping an eye on you. You can be sure of that. And hand me over those stolen jewels.
How many likes do we have on the stream so far? I can see viewers popping down. They must not have liked our political discussion, which is so shocking and strange to me. Hard for me to believe that people don't want to come and hear about politics while they're watching the Kingdom Come Deliverance stream. On the bright side, I'll be playing a new game soon. I'm not crazy looking forward to it. It's a medieval sci-fi RPG game. You know? Really? What could she possibly be doing in here? Let's get our... Oh, good, she's leaving. There we go. Oh, crap. I didn't even look. Ooh, I didn't need to lockpick it. That's not what I want. Sounds like you need to invade someone, LOL. Invade someone. Oh, you're talking to a Estonian gamer. I was like, me? Why would I want to invade someone? Don't want to rob. Of course, I won't be able to pick this one. I can, even though it's very hard. Good, that'll get me some XP. Or maybe that means that it is level 10. Ooh, lots of stuff. Of course, now I'm overburdened. Well, let's go back up to Stephanie's room and see if we can open up that chest. If we can, we'll be able to finish the mission, and then I'll be able to go sell this crap to the miller. There's a poor pilot freezing in his plane waiting for the control tower to let him leave the airport. How detailed is this game? That's crazy. But yeah, no, I'll be playing Don't wake up, Stephanie. I'll be playing, it's called... Oh, crap, the lock is too difficult. I should have known. Should have known it wouldn't be that simple. Of course I can't sprint while overloaded. Well, I'll put it on my horse. I can do that. Oop, no, weapons. There we go. X. Here we go. Looks like we're doing good. Carmen Singh Sethi says, "Love your Kingdom Come basic and tricks content. Keep keeping. What did it say? Keep keeping up and choosing your next push for different content. Would love for you to try out The Last Archer when it releases." Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Carmen Singh. That'll be the game I'm playing in a couple days here. The Last Oricru. Like I said, I'm not crazy excited for it just because of the weird sci-fi aspect to it. I love medieval games, but I don't really love sci-fi games. And I'm not sure how I'll enjoy the mix, you know? Because I feel like if there's guns in it, then you're just going to end up using guns. And I don't want to use guns. I want to use swords and bows and stuff. But I do plan on trying it out. So I'll be getting that in a couple days. So look forward to content on that. Aquanatus says, "KCD Peasant Bandits seeing full-plate armored Henry with a huge axe and shield. What a great target to rob." Yeah, that's true. I always like, early in the game like this, where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not super high level. I could see people picking a fight with me. But then, later in the game, when you're armored, full armored plate armor, just leveled all the way up, because you have to assume in real life, if you were that good and that practiced with all these different weapons and had your strength and stamina up so high, you'd probably look pretty strong. It's hard for me to imagine like 3 or 4 peasants being like, "Oh yeah, let's go mug him." Definitely not a stunning gamer says, Alex TW56 says, "I was preparing an army to do some deeds." We got Ricky Hawkins popping in saying, "Hi all." Hello, Ricky Hawkins. Not familiar with you. Have we chatted prior? He's over there. Where's his chest? Is that his chest? Let's look for a different chest before we go try to rob that one. On the bright side, we seem to be a little bit sneakier than we were last time. Well, we're going to have to get... Well, I'm going to eat out of his soup pot first. Because I'm getting hungry. There we go. We have chatted... yeah. I should have known he was going to throw a fit because I was trying to rob him. We have chatted before. Good. I don't remember everyone's name. You have to show up to a certain amount of streams and chat enough times before I'll commit your name to memory. It doesn't take too long. Usually I'll recognize people when they show up to streams. Dare to Game, you know the 2 muggers mugging everything in Epic NPC Man? I told you, man, I love Epic NPC Man. It's one of my favorite shows from Viva La Dirt League. And yeah, that's who I was referencing. Because they do this in the Witcher one, or the Watcher, what they call it in there. But that's how I feel from playing The Witcher 3. And they captured that pretty perfectly. The muggers attacking a Witcher. Could you imagine being that stupid? But that is one of the reasons why when I say that The Witcher 3 is almost perfect, but it does have a couple changes that I like making, so I always get a couple mods when I play the game. One of them is one that just makes the guards scale with you, so they're not a super easy fight, but they're not impossible, because it seems ridiculous to me that you're a Witcher, and you do all the things a Witcher does, and you have all the increased abilities and the excellent armor and weapons and stuff, and yet somehow some guard outside of Crow's Perch and Velen can kill you in one hit. It seems a little ridiculous, in my opinion. Let's see if we can open this chest. We cannot. We can open that one, but it's empty. Dr. Zowden, I've forgotten you a time or two. Yes, but obviously you've bought your way into my memory. You've sent enough super chats that it'd be pretty hard, not to mention you've been a member for 7 months on the channel. It would be difficult for me to forget who you were now. No, like I said, I remember people. I obviously only have so much... Why is everything open already? Maybe they haven't been locked since the last time I came through here. That's annoying. I just want to level up my my lockpicking. Stunning Gamer says, you know my name. Yeah, you're on every single stream I've done on the channel. Not to mention, every once in a while, it seems like maybe you comment on some videos. So yes, I remember your name. What do we got up here? Oh, it's that guy with the cool... He's got that cool decorated caftan. That's the same one that Sigismund of Hungary wears, if I'm not mistaken. I pride myself on having a pretty good memory, but obviously it's not photographic for every person ever. Handsome Angel Life and Fun says, Yo también lo estoy. Y cuando y es un juego realmente genial y muy peligroso. También lo estoy sabiendo en mi canal deben gritar. And I was like, okay. Peligroso I think means dangerously. I don't know about much more of that. I don't speak all that much Spanish or Portuguese. I can't. Whoop. What happened? Yeah, of course she's going to want to come out right now. Let's mug 'em, random muggers near Honeywood. Yeah. That. You want to go fishing? Or, great day for fishing. That's what it is. Shut up. I don't have a torch. Who could forget Moneybag Dr. Zowden? You can't forget Moneybag Dr. Zowden. Alex TW56 says K? Look, a baroom. And then now it is #1 sexy time. I, of course, remember all of my regulars from the Red Dead streams, because out of all the things I've ever streamed, Red Dead Online was obviously the thing I streamed the most often. Alright, let's just quietly sneak in here. Yes, well done. You are fluently excellent, Master. Thank you. Ah, crap. Yeah, I got it. Nice morning for fishing. Estonian Gamer, did you watch Balin's Route? The like short film they did? I thought it was really good. Like, I was actually pretty impressed by the quality of it and how interesting it was and how well they were able to do all of the dialogue with nothing but nice day for fishing, ain't it? Oh man, I got it. Carmen Singh said he got a talent of catching fluency through text. If you guys are not being sarcastic, then thank you. I do try to read things in other languages quite frequently when I'm doing historical research, so maybe some of it is rubbing off. Plus, like I said, really? Why is everyone awake? I'm clanking in my plate armor. Shouldn't they be asleep? It's like a bedtime story. They should dream sweet dreams of King Arthur, not wake up. Did your career is language and stuff? What, did I wake up this guy already, too? Or no, it's that guard. I was like, how the heck did that guy wake up? All he did was open the door. Handsome Angel says, is not sarcasm. It is a real compliment. Thank you very much, then. Ugh. All these people waking up. Can't they just let me... I don't even need to rob them. I just want to pick their locks. You know? Just want to open up some chests. Here's what I'll do. There's too many guards around. I'm just going to kill those pigs quick and eat their meat. Definitely not a Stunning Gamer says, I didn't watch it. I was just watching the D&D videos they did, though. Their stuff is funny. Here's what I'm going to do. Okay, good. I'm not wearing anything else. I'm going to take off all this loud, noisy stuff to make myself just a tiny little bit more sneaky. I'm real dirty. Or at least my clothing is. There we go. Stunning Gamer says, you read stuff in other languages to you, huh? Like I said, I'm not fluent in a lot of languages, but when I'm doing historical research, a lot of times the only primary sources, especially for stuff in other countries, are in other languages. So I have to translate them, you know, using various different things. Sometimes Google Translate works pretty well, and will give you a one-to-one where it's actually pretty intelligible. But a lot of times you'll have to use secondary sources and different books and stuff to compare it. So over the, you know, time I've been doing it. Okay, good. I seem to be quiet enough now that I'm not waking people up. I woke her up. Gonna eat from your pot. So, yes, I learn words through context that way. So, if I have to translate something, I will learn how to do it. And the more I try reading it and pronouncing it for videos and stuff, the slightly better I get at reading other languages, even if I don't understand them. Handsome Angel Life and Fun says, I'm from Colombia. I love English. For me, it is the best language, but don't tell. Keep it as our secret. I also love English. Out of all of the languages that I have become somewhat intelligible in, English is certainly my favorite. I find it to be extremely specific. And I always tell people, it's the easiest language to learn how to speak, even though it's the most difficult language to learn how to correctly write. Because there are a lot of rules in English. And the rules are oftentimes contradictory, which confuses people. So you'll have a lot of rules that sound like they're hard and fast, but then they've got a million different exceptions to them. Nothing valuable in there. Starting Gamer says, I challenge you to a duel. Alright, pistols or swords? I have both. Dave Wilkinson says that game must be hard. It's certainly hard when you first start it. You get used to the way that it works as it goes on, and then you'll get to a point where you don't think it's hard. But I've seen enough people... Alright. Stealth kill I still haven't gotten, which is important. Dog person, et tu brute. Okay, we're going to get stealth kill, and then the next one we're going to want to get is et tu brute. So that way our ability to kill people from stealth is going to greatly improve. Stunning Gamer says, I learned all my English before I had English class through, what did he say? Through YouTube videos and contact shit through that way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is English is a pretty easy language for people to pick up as their second language. Much easier than a lot of other ones. Even, I think the next two easiest, or at least based on how many people speak them as a first or second language, are probably Spanish and Mandarin. Handsome Angel says, or Estonian Gamer says, Estonian words, I write them, you try to say them. I will warn you that words with Slavic origins are the hardest for me to try to understand. Because all of the languages that I do know some in are either Romance or Germanic. So Slavic languages, like Czech, are very, very difficult for me to pick up. So, fun fact there. Handsome Angel says, I also uploading gameplays. I come back playing Kingdom Come like 5 days ago. I stuck 2 years ago into Teresa's mission healing Miguel, but now I discovered some clues and I'm so happy. That's awesome. Playing it now. I just finished Sabotage the Cuman Camp. Oh, that's a fun mission. Equinatus says, trust me, I've spent my whole life living in France. I know a lot about contradictions and having a hard language to learn. Yeah, I guess French is probably rated pretty highly on the hard ones to learn as well. I have, my brother's girlfriend is in college and she's learning French. I think my mother had French classes in high school, so she knows a little bit. I know very little French. I can count to 3 in French. So, don't mean to brag, but I guess you could call me partially fluent. So the one place I got into where the people didn't wake up immediately, I wasn't able to lockpick anything. How close am I getting? I guess I should check. Lockpicking. What the heck? Oh, that's pickpocketing. I was like, how do I have no XP in there? 10, lockpicking. Pickpocketing is easy to level up. You just go to a town when everyone's asleep, sneak in there, and pick their pockets. It's especially easy if you go to Sasau and you go to the wounded people over in the monastery, and you pick their pockets because they can't wake up. It's the easiest way to power level pickpocketing in this game. Carmen Singh says, English is my third. Yeah, like I said, English is a pretty easy language to learn how to speak and understand. Estonian ain't Slav, baby. It's Finno-Ugric. Alright? I don't know that it would be any easier for me to learn it. You can try putting some words in, and I'll see if I pronounce them correctly. I won't know what they mean, almost certainly. But I could take a guess. I'm willing to play Estonian Gamer. Why don't you give me some Estonian words, and I'll try to pronounce them, and then I'll give my guess at what it might mean. I'm a good sport. Might as well pick some pockets if I can't open any of the chests. Holy crap, I got a full 20 seconds? That ain't bad. Carlos Strongheart says, one of the things I want on Sequest alongside with horse carts is a better IA for guards. I agree. I assume you mean sequel. First off, easy one. Karat. It's Slavic-ish. Is it a unit of measurement for weight? That's my guess. I'm going to say karat would be how I would pronounce that, just reading it. And I'm gonna guess it's a unit of measurement for weight. I have no idea if I'm right, but that's my guess. I dated a girl from Prague. This is from Handsome Angel. When I was living in London. Gorgeous women, excellent sense of humor, very clever girls. Cool. Ooh, there's a lot of clothing in here. I'm actually gonna... That must be all of the people's clothing sleeping in the... That's nice. Handsome says, here in the game, talk a lot of Prague. If you mean Czech, then yeah. You do see a decent amount of Czech getting thrown around in the game. Karat? Carmen Singh guesses that karat is a carrot. That could be. That's not bad. It ain't. Nah. It's like curva. It means devil. Oh, okay. I'm with ya. Carla Stronghurt says they talk more about Kuttenberg. Yeah, if they were doing... Because Kuttenberg is the German version of the name of the town. At least I think so. It's at least Germanized, because you have the Berg suffix in it, which is German for town. Because it would be Kutnahora in Czech. That's what they call it. At least as far as I know. Carmen Singh says, it's something more than a devil. I'm gonna eat from this pot again. Sujak Trek Hawk says, "Ayo, what up, boys?" Not a whole lot, buddy. Dave Zill says, "I'm still here, just got busy for a minute." Yeah, I was wondering. I hadn't heard from you for a while. We're trying to be rogues. I have to level up lockpicking to try to get that necklace of Lady Stephanie's. And so while I'm going through, I figured, especially since a lot of the locks that I want to pick are for some reason not locked, probably because I already picked them and they haven't relocked yet, I'm also leveling up pickpocketing, since I'm being a thieving rogue. Handsome Angel said, new sub, yell. I got a new sub? Look at that, I did, 5 minutes ago. Handsome Angel subbed. Thank you for subbing, Handsome Angel. It's always great to have a new person on board. Stony Gamer says another one. Well, it's got an umlaut over the U, so I'm going to guess that's ooks or ooks. And I have no idea what it could mean. Maybe it means ugly. That's my guess. It's ooks, and it means ugly. Handsome Angel says, busy too, I am now preparing the lunch for my dad. Oh, that's very nice of you. Carlos Stronghart says, someone already had a chance to watch Medieval already, Jan Zizka. Sweet. Ooh, there's 2 chests in here? Nice. Well, this one's already open. Beans. Well, we'll see about this one. Yay, it's not open. Come on. There we go. The only problem is these very easy locks don't give me a lot of XP. Pronunciation is close, and it means 1. Oh, that makes sense. I should have guessed that. It starts with the right sound for that. Oh, I'm glad I was close on the pronunciation, at least. Yeah, see what I mean, though? Pickpocket is easy to level up. Because if you get sleeping people, and you stay hidden, and you don't move too fast, and you're not wearing clothing, you know, that clanks a lot, it's relatively easy to do a lot here. But if you want to cheat, like I said, go to the Sasau Monastery and pickpocket the sick people recovering at up at the monastery. And then, because you can power level all of it in one night. Because all you got to do is go in there when there's no one else in there watching. I ate from their pot again. Go in there when there's no one watching, and then you can pickpocket them, get everything out of their pockets, and then you can knock them out and put stuff back in their inventory. And they won't ever turn you in because they don't wake. When they wake up, they just stay in place because they're wounded. So you can just keep doing that nonstop. Fun fact, though. Dr. Zadin says, "You're gonna cuck Divish?" I don't like to look at it that way. I'm going to smash Lady Stephanie, but I'm not going to do it out of disrespect for Sir Divish. At least that's the plan for this playthrough. Because I do like Sir Divish. He's a good guy. Fair guy. Hires Henry later on, which is cool. Oh,
Keep
crap.
your hands off me, you Christ!
Shh. Quiet down. Quiet down. Goody. Another one. Cax? I'm going to guess it's cax. And maybe it means pants? That's my guess, is pants. Handsome Angel Life and Fun says, it's not spam, but you have the time. Please check out my channel and yell happy. We'll see. We'll see. I might have the time. And a Studying Gamer says, you are a little gremlin. Carlos Strongheart says, I like Sir Divish too. He deserves to be the father of my child. That's one way to look at it. Oh boy, Henry. Hey, I couldn't let her freak out. She was getting all mad because I was trying to steal like whatever she had in her pockets, which didn't appear to be anything, so I don't know what she was all mad about. This guy's got a lot more stuff, and he didn't wake up and get all mad. I'm still gonna knock him out, though. Gives me that stealth XP. Should have thought about it earlier. I could have been knocking people out this whole time. Plus, then I can take their braze. See? He'll have pants I can take, and a linen shirt. Look at that. We getting rich. I'm not killing him, just knocking him out. Oh crap, I'm overloaded. What do you think? You think I'll be able to pickpocket this guy while he's walking? Getting brave now. Aquanatus wants to know. He says, hey, do you happen to know where the version of the light lamellar armor without the cloth located? Oh, crap. I should have known that wasn't going to work. What does he say? And yet you're going to give him a child of not his own. Well, he doesn't have a child, so... I mean, in real life he did. I made a video about it on Parry This about Sir Divish, and he had multiple children. But in the game, he doesn't have any. So, at least he has an heir this way. And I'm assuming to cover for herself, Stephanie's going to go smash immediately anyway, so he gets laid and he gets an heir. Win-win. Should have known that wouldn't work. I'll pay. As for Aquanatus asking me about the light lamellar armor without the cloth, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I feel like I had a video possibly showing it once. I can't remember. Cox means two. Pronunciation is very Englishy, but then again, you're American. That's fair. I should have guessed that you were just counting. But now, if I tried to do it, I'm sure you wouldn't. Carlos Strongheart says he's teaching in Henry Jeans. The boy's gonna be a monster. Ooh, lots of guards over here all of a sudden. Ooh, I like that one. He's got the coat of plates that I like. During the mission where you're in Talmberg, right after the prologue, he's the guard I like to kill to get his... Because that's a really nice coat of plates he's got on there. Yeah. I know. I'm not allowed to walk around in the dark because you're all scared of the dark. And you think that anyone that's not must be a bad guy. Ooh, there's a guard we can knock out. He tried waking up. That's a no-go guard. That's being very naughty. Colm, I might be teaching you the numbers, might not. Okay, well, I'm guessing it's pronounced Colm. And, I don't know. 3? That 3 is my guess. Wait, was the last one 3? Let me check. Yeah, I'm going to guess Colm, and I'm going to guess 3. That's one way to get into nobility, right? I think it works out. Come on, villager, let's pickpocket. I should have been paying attention to that guard. I was reading while I was pickpocketing, and so I pushed my luck a bit too far. Otherwise, I would have had a successful pickpocket on him. Pronunciation is very good. Excellent. I'm glad that my pronunciation and I was correct about that one. Oh, calm down. I'm just knocking you out. I'm not killing you. Haha, I took your undershirt. Gonna eat out of your pot, too. Looks like I'm getting tired. Now we'll go to the bathhouse. There should be a couple locked things in there. Nelly is the next one. Well, I'm going to say Nelly, which I'm sure is probably very Americanized. I would say, okay, if I was trying to do a pronunciation better than that, I would say maybe Nele or Nele. I'm not sure. And I'm going to guess it means 4. probably getting more pickpocketing experience than I am getting... Whoop. Stop waking up. Anyway, I'm probably getting more pickpocketing experience than I am lockpicking experience. Let's get this guy. Tom of the Baths. Stop waking up. Right, the Englishly... Oh, really? The Englishy pronunciation was closer, so Nelly. I guess that's fun. Well, Lexi1397, do you approve of my methods?
What in the...
Shut up. They're waking up too early. They're all so jittery. It's like they're worried someone's gonna rob them and open up all their stuff. Did I already eat? I can cook my apples? Sweet. Nice. I got cooked apples. How hungry am I? How can I still be hungry? Nourishment is 80? Holy crap. Let's eat these cooked apples that we just cooked. The dried stuff, too. And a marigold. Holy crap. Oh, good. That was the thing. I thought it said I had 30 marigold decoctions. I was like, that's crazy. Lexi says, no chance of that happening. What? Of you approving my methods? Why? When have I ever done anything that you wouldn't approve? Name one time. Once I get done with this lockpicking run, I probably won't be even at level 11 yet because all these locks are easy or very easy. I need the hard ones because I can't open very hard. But anyway, once I... Hey, look at that. It's #1 sexy time. Crap. It's not even locked. I don't want to keep doing the pickpocketing. I just want some lockpicking experience. Is that so much to ask for? There we go. Right now? What do you mean right now? I'm being a good guy. That's a regular easy one, so maybe that'll level me up. Oh wait, I'm 10! I could just go get some experience. I'm level 10 now. I'm gonna do that. I should have remembered that. Armor. Let's put our... Well, we'll put these things back on first, because I know I was wearing those. And then that. It's probably going to be all this dirty stuff. That. Yep, look at that. We're all equipped. Let's, I just pressed Y, that was weird. T, let's wait until 11. Aquanatus, Henry, after eating his usual 3 pots of stew and 5 whole chickens, I'm feeling a bit hungry.
Got you. Now I'll fix you good and... What?
Why? What did I do?
Don't play the innocent.
I crippled someone.
Well, you won't forget this.
Damn. They never believe my excuses.
Done it.
All right. And hand him. Hey, you! Don't move a muscle.
Why?
That fucker must have fired from here.
What? Anyway. You the bath... You're a maid. Let's find the proprietress. Hello.
You.
Oh, that's right. They don't like it. Alright. Let's use the bathhouse services.
So,
I need to pay for a wench and everything that goes with that.
as you...
Fine. Here it is.
Another one. Then we'll study some other stuff. I feel like I'll do this last one, but we shouldn't study too much more. I don't want to get bogged down in learning too much Estonian during my stream. But I'm going to guess that's Viis. V-I-I-S. I'm guessing that's pronounced Viis. And I'm going to go with 5. Carlos Strongheart says the city will throw a nude party. Yeah, since I stole all their clothes. Karina Smirnov says you might want to steal a cow and let it walk with you everywhere so you can eat whenever. Yeah, I get my my burger a day from a cow. I can rob it. All right, now we'll go up to what's his name. Holy crap! The horse teleports. How did I forget that? I must have been thinking of Red Dead 2, where if you leave your horse behind, you have to go get it. Why didn't anyone say that? Why didn't anyone remind me that when I was running back to Marrowyed to get my horse over and over again? Why didn't you tell me that all I had to do was whistle for it? Oh man, I feel so stupid. I can't believe I forgot that. Thanks, guys. Thanks. 5 hours? I know, the madman. Such stamina. The moans. I wanted to snicker. Lexi 1397, that wasn't very helpful. 5 hours, Henry Quiver was fully loaded. Yeah, he wasn't shooting blanks there. I guess Henry's not going to say anything? Oh, there it is. Lockpicking.
Are you pulling my pizzle?
My reputation must not be very good. I'm not pulling your pizzle. Can you train me?
I hear you're a... Are you pulling my...
Buddy, I thought we were friends. Now I'm so upset I don't know what I might do. Brave, brave Black Lukash. Guess I should take out his mutt too. No witnesses. See that sick shot? Put one right into his eye. Anyway. Pronunciation is good and it is 5. Excellent. I'm sorry, Black Lukash. I wanted to pay you for your services, but apparently I'm not good enough for you. Alex TW56 says, I meant to ask if you could just whistle for your horse. I wish you would have. I would have tried it. There's a chest in his garage? He had a chest in his garage? I'll go check that out. I'm gonna have to do another mission for a while, because clearly this one isn't working out for me. Let's go check out his garage. I like how everything's all collapsed in here. Oh, look at that. There's one. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get to it. It's being all weird. I, as your private Estonian teacher, will proceed to teach you words. First of that is sona. That word is a very interesting word. I don't want to keep being taught. Learning hurts. I can't pick this chest. It's behind all this rubble. There we go. Glad I tried again. What do you think's going to be in here? Something good? I'm hoping 500,000 groschen. Lukash's emergency supply. Lukash's emergency supply of what? Would it be a new brain? Because I damaged the last one. Let's hide him. Somewhere nobody will find him. Perfect. X. Alright, let's do a different mission, since this one ain't proceeding as quickly as I would like it to. I will do at your service. Wait, that one requires a lot of running around. That's okay, we'll do it. We'll go up to Ujits first to get the horse. Because that's nice and close. This is the hunter quest related. Is it? Look, some cows. Things go wrong. Well, it's a quest item, so it'll be in my inventory until then. Ah, horse, calm down. Quit being so sporadic. Definitely Not a Estonian Gamer says, I'll put pics of my capital in Discord, so please judge my capital after the stream. I'll have to take a look at it then. I'm sure it will look very Soviet, because everything you described so far made it sound very Soviet. What is it? Nishpetsky Sovietsky? And I would say Niet. Yay! I'm glad you're excited, Estonian Gamer. You know, it's kind of underrated, but this is actually kind of a big town. Ujits. It's like... I would say it's bigger than Talmberg. Look at it. There's like a lot of buildings here. It's probably smaller than Rete, but it might be even bigger than Sasau. It just doesn't have an outer wall, so it's not as impressive. Because if you look at it, this is actually a pretty big town. There's a lot over there, but then this side's not small either. There's quite a bit over here. So I guess I just never gave it much thought, but Ujits is one of the biggest settlements in this game. Alright, let's check it out. I'd say Nubliat Urad. I don't know what that means. That's a villager. That's our horse. Yep, it's the roan. It's the second biggest city. Yeah, after Rete. Did I say biggest? I meant second biggest. There's Vashik. Let's see what Vashik has to say.
What do you need?
Not much. What do you need? Training. Ooh.
I'd like you to show me. Certainly.
Cool.
I'd like to practice. All right.
I'll be able to do that.
No.
Oh, I should have haggled. Dang. Aquanata says, I like Ujits, but it doesn't have the shops. I need, really, tailors, armorsmiths. Yeah, that's true.
I'd like you to show. Certainly. I'm interested. All right.
There, now we'll haggle.
Well then. Agreed.
Yay, we leveled up horsemanship. Let's see if we can do it again. I don't know what level I am at horsemanship.
I'd like you to. Certainly. I'd like to hope. First, you have to.
Huh, rude.
Wow.
Right. That's all we need from him. Let's, no, player. Skills, horsemanship. Heavy duty pony. Your horse can carry more, but it's slower. Can't be combined with racehorse. Your horse is faster, but carries less weight. Heavy duty pony. That's the one I've gone with every single time I've played the game, because I do a lot of looting. This might be the guy we're looking for. Poorly used. Too few quests. Oh, this guy doesn't seem to like me. Let's talk trade. Let's see if we can get some nice stuff for, well, for anything. First of all, we're gonna get our base, our skill book. You always got to get that. What's our fanciest comparison? Golden spurs, which we already have. Military horseshoes, we don't have, and a noble bridle we don't have. So that'll help our horsey. And we can get the hunter saddle with 4 saddlebags. That's a good. That'll be a good upgrade. And then, was there our comparisons? There's the... What comparison should we get? I want to get a full one. This blue one is always fun, and looks rather noble, and kind of French even. At least all the funny quests are there. Yeah, no, the quests that are in Ujits are good ones, but there aren't that many. Oh, crap. Where's Sir Radzig's hood? I hope I didn't lose it. I think I'm going to go with... Crap, these 3 are the same price. This one, I want to say, is the one that is Skalitz. Right? Then that one is the one that I think... Someone else uses that one. You just like the butt ones? I don't like the butt ones. That one down there is cool, too. I think I'll go with this one since we're doing the Skalitz theme. Let's haggle, though.
Well. Finally.
I didn't go down low enough. That is alright. Here's my horsey. Alright, horsey. Let's do this. First of all, let's see if we can get our hood back on. Oh, good, we still have it. I didn't get it washed because I didn't have it on when I took my shower, basically, but... Alright, let's transport this to my horse. And these to my horse. Oh, and also the comparison. Sidekicks, horse, attack, and we will equip that. And equip the noble's bridle, and the military horseshoes, and this, and we'll move this stuff back. Oh yeah, look how fancy our horse looks now. All we need is our armor. Let's move some of this other stuff into the horse's inventory. Piercing arrow, dagger, knights. Okay, yeah, all of that stuff. All of this stuff, too. Well, I'll move the stuff except for the horse stuff, so it doesn't get lost in there. I use the butt comparison. Have you heard anything new about KCD2? Like I said before when someone asked that early in the stream, I have not heard anything, and trust me, I've questioned the people that I have contacts from, and none of them ever reveal anything. But I fully believe that it's being actively developed and will probably release somewhere soon. Oh man, it ain't Skalitz. It's not. It's not Skalitz, but...
Nice.
There we go. Alright, now we'll talk to him for the mission. Skalitz is main yellow and red. That's fair, that's fair. Alright. I'm looking for the local groom. Getting a lot of emails.
Well, you found him. What can I do for you? The lady Stephanie...
Well, that is...
That horse is supposed to be presented at a note...
Try asking.
Ooh, my horse looks fancy. My only regret is the saddle, which I love and I think looks excellent, doesn't really match the comparison. I think it would have looked better with the blue one. I'm gonna buy the other one. Alright. Alright, we'll buy this one because I do like it, and we'll buy all of them. It's not like they cost all that much, and I can keep them on there and switch them out whenever I want. Yeah, he doesn't have the Skalitz one. Clearly.
Well. Fine.
But now I'll put those in there. And we'll switch over to one that matches the saddle a little bit more. When we get the nobles one, I'll have to get my green one. Alright, let's see what they look like. There's the blue one, which I like and I think goes with the saddle quite well. This one, I don't really like. That one looks okay, and it reminds me of either the one that Hans Kapan uses or the one that Sir... What's his name? The other guy from Radzig uses. That one, of course, I always like. I think that one goes very well with the... That's a very Lords of Lipa themed one, so we're going to do the blue one. The one that looks very French. Nice. It's too French, but it makes us look so fancy. Let's find that other guy and talk to him so he can tell us that we have to sing to the horse. To which I can respond, "You're crazy." That's the Hans's horse. Ooh, somebody asked something. So do you play as mostly as Henry? By that I mean Knightly Henry or a bit of Bandit of Vals? I've done a lot of them. I've done totally Rogue Henry, which is more close to what I'm doing here, and I'm being very Archer themed. But I've also done very Knightly Henry, where it's upstanding. I never do anything bad. I only do hand-to-hand combat, like melee, you know. So I've definitely done it either way. That one was a fail.
Good luck to you. One last... Listen, ladies, then you know. I know it. And two, that's... Thank you. I'd like you to show... Certainly.
Crap, I can't do that again. Ooh, what do we have? I usually play as a bit of a sellsword, looking for revenge since Henry was never raised as knight, but more as a troublemaking blacksmith's son, so I always pick the morally grey answers and make a profit of other people's troubles. I get that. Like I said, I've definitely gone that route. News, my republic has 99% unemployment. Sounds like you're failing upwards, buddy. Phantom Blade says, I love doing Thief Assassin Henry. It's definitely the most profitable way to play the game. Alright, horsey. You're very fancy, and I love your new getup. It looks very, very fancy. But we're gonna mount this Rowan and ride it hard until it collapses from exhaustion. Chaotic neutral is the way to go. That's fair. That's fair, Ahmad. Alright. Talmberg should be this way. On that side of the valley. I'll ride this way. Yeah, if I stay down here and don't go in the woods, it's easier to move it on along. No, like I said, I usually play Henry in somewhat of a good manner because, you know, it's just the way I like to play games. But I've done total good guy Henrys where he doesn't do anything that I would consider to be morally bad. And it definitely takes a lot more effort. hardest one. Yeah, the pacifist playthrough, to do that, to get the achievement, that one, and the virgin achievement, to do those ones, I did them both in the same playthrough, because I was going for Nancy Boy Henry. It was a pain. Basically, you had to just use the bludgeon, and then try not to use it very often. Is this Talmberg here? Yes, it is. Nice. What do you say? But that's because the only heating plant in the capital is in the capital, which is abandoned, but my village houses have self-heating, but their workplaces are without heat, so they just sleep the winter away. Nice. Ahmad Fali says, it's funny to apply the paralyzing poison on arrows. Watch the enemies drop to the ground. That is funny. It's one of the most effective ways to take out people when you're a lower level. What is the difference between hardcore and normal? Quite a few differences, actually. There's very little auto-saving, so it's much easier to lose a bunch of progress. Hunger depletes faster, so you have to fill it up more frequently. There's negative perks that you have to take. And some of those can have a really drastic effect. I'm going to quick save and sleep and save, now that we mentioned it. There's no directions on the compass, there's no marker on the map. You get wounded more easily and bleed out faster. Ooh, I improved horsemanship. Oh, it must be because I bought that book. Sweet. So there's quite a few challenges. Carla Strongheart says, depends on the level hand caps you use. If we do that, I bet you we'll have read the entire book. You're making me want to reinstall KCD. Phantom Blade, that is what we're here for. I love this game. I absolutely love it. We'll stop at noon, because I bet you then I'll have read the book. Maybe leveled up. Horsemanship. Yeah, you can make hardcore extremely difficult if you take all of the negative perks. Have I finished that book? I have not. Let's read it. 2 hours and I'll have finished it, so that's good. Yeah, Dave Zilla says, hardcore is tough, but very immersive to me at least. The reason I like playing on hardcore... Well, I'm doing it for the stream because that's what everyone wants to see. But the reason I really liked that they added it is because the game is certainly a difficult game, just as far as games go. But it can get easy. Oh, good. That's where I see it. So I have brittle bones. Okay, so that's why I keep breaking my legs when I jump down. Numbskull, your mother dropped you on the head as a baby. She kissed it better, and the bump soon faded, but ever since then you're a little slow getting the hang of things. So that's why I've been leveling up so slowly. And I have a tapeworm, so it says, when you've got an appetite, you'll eat anything you can get your hands on. Folks say you eat enough for two. It's like you have a visitor. Okay, so that would be why I've been experiencing that. I noticed, I couldn't remember because it was in February when I picked these, but I noticed jumping down ladders was breaking my legs every time. It's taking me forever to level up because I have Numbskull on, and I need to eat really frequently because I have a tapeworm. I love it. Alright. Scholar. Your momentary reading level increased by 3, but your strength and warfare skills... Nope. Renegade Brand. Penalties on stats following release from jail are 20% lower. That one's a pretty good one. Increases the time you can do without sleep. Your energy level falls 15% more slowly. That one's probably not bad. You grew up in impoverished conditions, so comfort of beds is inverted for you. The worse the bed. No, I don't want to do that. Night Rider. Your stamina will generate... when you're dirty, you have 50% more charisma when talking to women. However, people will smell you a mile off. Nope, we don't want to do that. We're going to do Insomniac. Alrighty. Ahmad Fali says, you can mitigate brittle bones with the featherweight perk agility, but you'll still take plenty of fall damage. Definitely not a Stunning Gamer says, I remember you picking them. I was still a newbie then. And they added the dogs. I didn't like playing hardcore anymore. Yeah, the dogs are annoying, for sure. One of the worst negative perks is Numbskull, less XP. Yeah, clearly. Sleepwalking is more of a funny than a negative, that's true. Aquanata says, would have loved a DLC or a quest line where you can play as a more mercenary like Henry. There's Band of Bastards, but you play more as a good knight than a mercenary thinking about only money. That's true. Oh yeah, and Ahmad Fali says, enemies are also more skilled in combat. That's also true. Yeah, I'll eat some stuff. Well, there's no food pot in here. So that's what I was noticing. I was like, it seems like I'm getting hungry extremely quickly. So clearly that's coming from the fact that I have a tapeworm. So we'll eat from the pot. Let's see if there's any other food in here that I won't get in trouble for grabbing. Looks like I could take that. Must have taken all this other food earlier, though, so that sucks. Well, we're going to eat this bread. Now we're not starving, at least, so that's good. Your horse can't get here. What? I've rode my horse in here. Yes, Estonian Gamer, you remember me picking them. I mean, I remember picking them, I just didn't remember which ones I picked. Estonian Gamer, sometimes I feel like I have a tapeworm. I just wanted to eat out of your stew pot. Is that so wrong? I'm a little bit more washed. Alright, so I need to do... I feel like the wine is a archery tournament to win that, so that could be fun. Ahmad Fali said, there is a special perk you get when finishing Woman's Lot DLC quest. If you didn't sin for a while, you activate a buff that boosts XP gain. That's good. That's certainly good to know. I mean, I don't mind it leveling me up slower. It just makes it feel like you're in the early game longer. So as long as you take your time and you do a lot of side content, which to be fair, I am doing, it should still balance out to be a pretty fun experience. Because if you're just... I would say it's a bad perk for you to do if you just plan on going through the story relatively quickly, but I don't like doing that. When I play a game like this, I basically like to do all of the side content before I have to do a main mission. Now in here, I'm doing it stupid, because what you should do is do enough missions until you've unlocked the ability to train your combat skills with Captain Robard and Sir Bernard and stuff, and you unlock blocking and all that sort of stuff, because it makes combat way easier. But since I'm being an archer, as long as I don't try to engage in any more duels with Wandering Knights, I should be fine. Because most of the combat I've been doing is archery. So. But now I'm going to go to Rattay, so I can try to get the wine that she needs for her wedding. Because then after that, I just need to go get her tiara or crown or whatever thing from Sasau. We're already at 2 hours, but I'm going to try to keep the stream going a little bit longer so I can finish this mission, basically. I don't have to get off quite as early today. So, good news, we've got a longer stream today. And it's a good thing that we're having a longer stream today, because I won't be streaming tomorrow, as unfortunate as that is. I have a... I'm going to be singing at a funeral tomorrow, so I will not be... And it's right around when I usually stream, so I will not be streaming tomorrow. Ahmad Fali says, most of the reviewers and new players do the pitfall of going exploration before doing the Captain Bernard training. Without him, you can't learn to dodge or parry. Yeah, that's true. It does make it much harder. Carlos says, go to Sasau first, you'll need to wait a day. That's correct, so we'll do that first. Definitely not Estonian Gamer says, OMG, my military supply plane is stupid. He took off from the base, landed in the capital, and now he's stuck there because the control tower is empty. Well, what are you going to do? Generally speaking, people in the military, especially lower-level officials, aren't really known for their quick thinking and intelligence. They're more known for following orders. So I probably just followed the flight plan that was set for him. Good tip there, Carlos Strongheart. I had almost forgotten. Yeah, we have to wait a day after we get him the Moldavite. So we'll, then we'll go to Rattay. There's a bandit camp over here that I could try to clear. But it's decently high level, so I'm gonna leave it alone for now. In fact, I'll steer a little bit clear so they don't try capping me or anything. But it's right to my left here. It's a good one if you're a high enough level to take on the bandits there. It's a good one to go to because the loot they have is pretty good. Moneybags is donated 3 minutes ago. Dr. Zowden. Oh, crap, I can't. It's hard to write while reading. Have you ever killed everyone in Privoslavets doing the scouting mission? Yes, I have, buddy, and thank you for the €5. It's one of my favorite things to do. In fact, before they updated the game to add the high-level bandits and cumans and guards and stuff fighting in Skalitz, I used to go to Privoslavets just tons of times, because I think it takes 5 in-game days for everyone to respawn there. I would just go there, wipe out everyone there, loot everything they had, bring it back, sell it, rinse and repeat. So yes, I have done that, and I love doing it in the scouting mission. The only thing is, I wish that Warhorse would have programmed it in there, that if you killed everyone in the scouting mission, there would be significantly less troops at Privoslavets when you go to conquer it with Sir Radzig and everything. So I wish that would have been in the game, because it would have been way more immersive. And, like, if Radzig would have been like, how did you do that? Like, how did you kill 40 people or whatever? You know, be really impressed by it. That would have been a cool thing for them to add. The Captain Black shirt worth the fight. That's fair. Thank you for the donation, by the way, Dr. Zowden Moneybags. It's always much appreciated. Brings the profitability margin on my streams up nice and high. Ahmad Fali says, the most useless perk is the gamekeeper. I would always cook the meat to remove the stolen property. That's fair. I don't know. I don't really have one picked out for that, but hey, buddy.
Well, what do you want?
The Lady of Talmberg sent
Lady
me.
of Talmberg.
through no fault of ours, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's never your fault.
In short, the good it's like the great
Ladies,
look and
Of course I'll try to find the stone.
ask me. Of course I'll try to find this thing.
Ahmad Fali says, would have been hilarious if Henry killed everyone in Privislavitz and you get a hidden achievement. I agree. It would have been cool. Like I said, that's a cool thing to add in, because you have to know that players are going to try doing it. I certainly did, you know. I feel like a lot of you guys probably did it during the scouting mission, where you just, like... Now, mind you, I do like the fact that if you dress up as a Cuman and go there, you can blend in with the Cumans. I think that's a cool little thing, where it gives you the opportunity to try speaking Hungarian and everything. I thought that was a really cool thing that they programmed in. But I think it would have also been cool if they had one in there for wiping everyone out. Gonna run over here. I feel like I remember exactly where the guy was located. Somewhere down along here. Ooh. He's got fancy clothes on. I like his pants. Estonian Gamer says, and now that the... Oh, I missed it. And now that the only survivors from the capital have arrived in the farm via their cargo boat, they are waiting until the grain silos are emptied. Ahmad Fali says, problem is, if the Cuman spoke to you and you answered in English, your cover is blown. Yeah, I mean, but answering in English anywhere in medieval Bohemia would probably give you away. Carlos Strongheart says, I finished the game 9 times already, but only at my 8th playthrough I figured out you can start the fire in the haystacks at Privislavitz raid, and the archers aren't able to... Yeah, that's true. What is the hardest achievement to get? Probably Hardcore Henry, I think? Or whichever one was the one...
Starting to get hungry.
Crap. Oh, we'll eat that quick. And this pretzel. That's what we'll leave it at. I would say... Probably the... Oh, what do we have here?
Friend, come closer. I have an enticing offer.
Mercenary. That's a good point, buddy. The 100 combos? I got that one eventually.
Friend, come closer. I have an enticing offer for you.
Should have known that wouldn't work. Well, time to see if I die. Got him under the arm with that one. Bet you that didn't feel good. We got him. We got Big Dog V1 saying hi. How's it going, Big Dog? Now I'll never know what his achievement, what his enticing offer was. Stunning Gamer says my 4 semis. Carlos Strongheart, for me it was the 100 combos. Yeah, no, like I said, you get that one over time. But if we add the DLC achieves on the table, yeah, like I said, the hardcore one where you have to complete a playthrough with all of the negative perks. I can't remember what it was called. I think it might have been Hardcore Henry. That one was difficult. Yeah, Sinner. Like I said, the Virgin achievement just took me several ones. There's one where you have to get all the way through building the city and from the ashes without learning to read. That one was difficult because it makes a lot of missions way more difficult. Black Housefly says Legolas with that bow. Yeah, no, that worked out well for us. He wasn't wearing very good armor, though. Once I get experienced up again with the archery in this game like I used to be, we'll be able to start headshotting everyone, and then you can really get impressed. I love the set of old pauldrons and chaussets. Yeah, I did the old knight's armor. I think I have an armor guide on my channel for the old knight's armor or whatever, where I used all of the old things, like the old common bassinet, the old pauldrons, and the old chausses and everything. It looks all old and beat up. I love it. Here's our guys. Sinner's doing all the bad acts. I couldn't remember. I know that I've done it, because like I said, I platinumed the game on PlayStation, and then I maxed it out on Steam as well. Ooh, that guy's got the black shield. We bounced that one off the back of his head. That was awesome. That one looked like... Oh, it was his shield caught it. Looked like it was in his face. Come on, buddy. You've got to be dead. There we go. See, we're getting better with the bow. Pacifist was difficult. That one was definitely really hard and took me a long time to get. I was wrong. Oh, you're talking about the 2,000 tons. Hey, look, comfrey. Now I'm encumbered. I'll have to pop some stuff over into my horse's inventory. We're getting a lot of stuff. Now we'll eat some food too. Keep us nourished. My bad, is Full House Sinner. I couldn't remember. There's our Martin Vizek. He's the merchant that went missing. And it'll be in this chest where we'll find the Moldavite, I believe. There we go. Yep, look at that. All sorts of valuable stuff. Now we're good to go. Let's go turn it in. Where's our horsey? There it is. That went well. We didn't even die even a little bit. Getting all achievements would require multiple playthroughs. I played through the game a lot of times. I know I've completed the full story 8 or 9 times at least, and I've done multiple semi-playthroughs, so... I had well over 1,000 hours on the PS4 and then PS4 Pro. And I've got 500 or 600 hours here on Steam already, so... quite a bit. Aquanata says, God, I love KCD, just betrayed Timmy and watched him die. Oh, I don't betray Timmy. And I just hear someone in the house go, did I tell you about my wife's lace making? Yeah, the little speech things that pop up are pretty funny sometimes. No commentary. I haven't seen you on here for a while, but I do recognize the name. Says, I bought this game on PS4 and turns up it's 720p. Like, WTF, throw that garbage right away. Yeah, once you switch over to PC, everything seems low definition because obviously you can crank it all the way up to 4K on PC. I always keep it on my monitor settings, so I have 1920 by 1080, and just unlimited FPS, which I love. Ahmad Fali says, some quests have multiple endings and that would need several replays. That is true. Big Dog V1 says, you actually kind of sound like Kermit, no offense. Hey buddy, check out my profile picture. And that should tell you if anyone's ever told me that before.
About that Moldavite.
Yes.
Yes. The good news is I found Vizek.
That sounds like...
Alex TW56 says, I mean, it is a PS4. Yeah, a PS4 is an old console by now. And you gotta remember, when the PS4 came out, the hardware in there was already at least 4 or 5 years old. So, and you know, that was, what, at least 10 years ago by now? So it's not a new piece of hardware anymore. The PS5 and the current gen Xbox did better with up-to-date hardware. When they released them, the stuff was basically brand new hardware. So, like, my PC is better than a PS5, but that's because I spent way more on a PS5. I mean, on my PC than you would on a PS5, you know? I gotta sleep. Am I allowed to sleep in this bed? Look at that. It won't save, but I'll be able to sleep. Black Sausefly says you need a really good PC. Like I said, I've got a good PC here. Hey, look! Hot moms in your area want to talk. It's #1 sexy time. Mod, can we get that banned, please? Yeah, the current PC I'm rocking on here, I have a i9-9900K for my CPU. I've got 32 gigabytes of like 4,000 hertz RAM. Yeah. At least I slept enough that I'm not hungry anymore. Did he have a food pot up there? Didn't see one. No, he didn't have one. Should have known. Second story wood floors. Not gonna have a food pot. Anyway. Sure, I'm running out of food all the time. I'm gonna need to start stocking up on some dried stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Alex TW56. You're right. That's what I'm saying, is like the new generation of consoles are the best that have ever come out yet as far as comparing to contemporary PC hardware. When they came out, they were pretty dang close to most people's top tier PCs. Like I said, mine's a little bit better, but I also make YouTube content and stuff, so the type of stuff that I do, you know, requires me to have a slightly better gaming setup. You know. Alright. Where's the innkeeper? I should... Townsman. All you townsmen, I want to speak to the innkeeper and buy some frickin' food. I'm starving to death over here. Guess I'll sleep till morning. Handsome Angel says, so have you done the Cumish camp? I believe you mean cumin. Well, wait, Carlos Stronghouse says, let's be frank, PS4 and Xbox One generation has too few great things to remember. I mean, if you think about it, some good games came out in that generation. My top 3 games came out in that generation. Kingdom Come Deliverance, Red Dead Redemption 2, and The Witcher 3 are all games that came out during the PS4 generation. So I've got those things to like about that generation. But when you're talking about the hardware of those systems, yeah, it was pretty weak hardware compared to the PCs that were going on. All right. But yes, Handsome Angel, I have not sabotaged anything at the camp, but I have done it. Let's buy some bacon. I need some food. Bread. Cheese. Let's buy some cooked stuff. I gotta buy food, because my guy is getting hungry so fast that I just need more stuff on me. Doesn't it have any dried stuff? I should buy all this stuff. I think I have the dustbin perk already, so I can eat rotten food. Which is one of the best perks, by the way. Once you get that, you don't have to worry about food going bad on you. Lentil soup, we'll buy that. Some lentil mash, we'll buy that. That will haggle.
I'd like to just...
Well,
Three?
come now. Aye.
There we go. Alex says, bacon. Alright, yes, I know you're hungry. Let's go for the most valuable stuff first. Cooked red deer venison. That'll get us some nourishment. Oh, that's why I got so overloaded. I bought 97 roast duck. That's alright, we'll go put all that stuff in our chest. Somebody say they have to leave? Estonian Gamer says, I must go. I have a freezing republic. Well, good luck, Estonian Gamer. I hope you're able to save your republic, and also I'm sure it's quite late there. Big Dog says, this game reminds me of Skyrim. I didn't like Skyrim that much, so it wasn't for me. That's fair. I went to my girlfriend's graduation. Very nice. Carlos Strongheart says, and all of them run poorly at that generation. Yeah, to be fair, they run much better on PC. I think even God can't save that thing. Alex TW56, that's true. It sounds like it's about as doomed as most communist states in the USSR ended up being. Playing KC on my Xbox was terrible. 97 roast duck. Handsome Angel Life and Fun says, I hardly sabotaged the camp about the poisoning the food until I mixed all the strange potions. Luckily, appears objective complete was like, finally. Yeah, no, with the inventory food, we'll put all this stuff in here now. Not what I wanted to do. Now we'll take out the... I'll take the dried stuff with me, because I need to have some food on me at all times. And we'll take a couple of those Savior Schnapps with me. Alright. Matthew is unavailable, says, hello, I'm back. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Awesome to see that you're back. Let's go to Rete and do our tournament. We're streaming a little bit longer today, Matthew, so it's good that you came back. Gabriel Richter said, so what happened when I was gone? We were doing more of what we did last time, leveling up our stealth and lockpicking and that sort of stuff, trying to do the mission for Miller Rose Check before I gave up and decided I'd just do the Lady Stephanie mission. So that's what we're doing now. I already got the roan for her. I went and retrieved the Moldavite for the crown or tiara craftsman or whatever, and now I'm gonna do the archery tournament for the wine. Dave Zilla says, I'm feeling quite hungry. I'm getting pretty hungry too, Dave Zilla. Like in real life. Black's Housefly says, if you want a real hardcore, turn language to Czech. Yeah, that would make it more difficult for me for sure. Gabriel Richter said, did you do Nest of Vipers yet? In this stream? No. I've done it many, many times, because I've played through the game lots of times. But in this stream, we're way at the beginning of the game. We haven't done much of anything yet. I haven't even gone up to talk to Sir Radzig at Perkstein. Basically, we started right after the, last stream, we started right after getting to Rete the first time after finishing the prologue. So yeah, no, we're not very far in the game at all. Handsome Angel says, it was just luck, so I said, wow, like the lottery, I thought never gonna get it. Well, I'm glad that you got lucky. You know, it's excellent to have a little bit of good luck now and again.
This won't take long.
Ambush. Let's get a little bit further away. Dismount our horse. And get our bow out. Ooh, I didn't get far enough away. Maybe these woodcutters will be inclined to help me. Then again, these guys don't look like they're very tough targets. Shot that guy right in the brisket. Got that guy in the shoulder. You surrender? That's very nice. I accept your surrender. I will not desecrate your corpse. See, when I was good guy Henry, I had to accept people's surrenders. Rogue Henry doesn't need to do that. What do you say? Oh, crap. I'll take luck over skill any day. LOL. Anybody offhand remember which of the 5 ancient map chests had the Warhorse trosses in it? I believe, no, I could be wrong, but I believe the chest for that one is in the camp that you find over here by Rattay. So, over here somewhere. It's in this stretch of woods. Because I know that you go across the bridge and you come up here through the woods, past the woodcutter's camp, and then it's like right here somewhere. I think it's the chest for it is in the ruins over here. Like I said, I could be wrong, but I think that's the one. Sometimes I forget to drop the poison in the food, and when I was hungry, I ate the poison food. Yeah, that'll get ya. Carlos said, I do the same thing nowadays too. Finish all the side quests. Yep, I do it. I love doing it. Makes me feel like I'm noob Henry longer in the game, and by the time I finally report to Sir Radzig, I've already proven myself and become a capable warrior. Alex says, surrender your skull to this arrow. Exactly. He's got the quartered combat jacket. I love that jacket. It looks so good. It's my favorite Jupan in the game. Alright, Dave Zill, you know the spot? Like I said, I think that's the one with chosses. Is this another bandit? Hey, buddy, come back. Oh, I shot right over the right shoulder. Yes, congrats to your girlfriend there, Gabriel Richter. What kind of graduation? Like high school or college or what? This guy needs to hold still. Ugh. I wish he'd stop running away or bleed out or something. I've already put so much effort into hunting him, I don't want to give up. Stop turning! I would have missed him anyway. It's so hard to shoot on horseback. This might be the first playthrough that I've actually tried it this many times. Oh. Oh, how did that not hit him? There we go. Finally got him. Alright, what did we see? Managed to bug this quest. I won the archery contest at the time when everyone was about to go to sleep. Couldn't get the wine after. That sucks. But now a stealth dagger lover all the time. I kill stealth mode. Yeah, being an assassin in this game is fun. Yeah, look at that. We did get him. Nice. Alex says, can you knock him over while on horse? Like trample him? Yeah. I believe you can. But that wouldn't be very archery now, would it? I'm just kidding. I didn't think about it. Carlos Strongheart says, 9 endings and 11 playthroughs. I never did a new game without discovery something new. That's what I'm saying. This game doesn't get the credit it deserves. It is amazingly replayable considering it's a story-driven action-adventure game. You know, you'd think that the replayability wouldn't be that high, but Warhorse did an excellent job at creating a wonderful world that's very, very fun to experience. Black's Housefly said, alright, I take that Legolas thing back. Trust me, it's much harder to be an archer on horseback in this game. Why isn't this store open? Is this the trader? That's a villager. I can wash myself. I want to quick sell some stuff so I'm not overloaded. Yes, I will admit that the performance there on horseback wasn't great. Dude, why'd you have your door locked? I hope your business is failing, and I'll tell you why. Alright, armor. Oh, of course, I can't sell anything to him anyway. Well, we'll sell our food and wine and stuff. I don't like drinking the wine and beer. Okay. We'll haggle a little bit.
Let's have a word about the price.
Well,
That's not what it... Wow, that went down fast. Alex says he always enjoys games with multiple endings. Gives you more reason to pick it back up. Yep. Oh, I was at the wrong place. I was at the grocer. I needed to be here at the trader. If KCD was launched in 2019, I think the reception would be way different without God of War and Red Dead Redemption 2 to compete with. That's fair, but I'm glad it was released when it was because I loved it so much. And I'd already been, like, following it for years at that point, so... Does this guy have anything? Okay, I've already bought the good stuff from him. Let's sell as much stuff as we can to help un-overburden ourselves and also make some money. We'll keep that Jupan we got off that trader because I quite like it. Good, he's got 1.3k on him. That will do nicely. Basic horse riding we can get rid of. Boarhide we can get rid of. Comfrey we can get rid of. That we can get rid of. This. We're going to keep our dice, of course. Linen cloth. Red deer hide. Silver gauntlet. Beauty. We'll haggle now.
I'd like to discuss... Well... Agree? I'd all... See now.
Hey, at least you had a little bit of luck, Estonian gamer there. Your Republic's looking up a little bit. Do you prefer the whiskey? No, I just don't like getting drunk in the game because it makes it incredibly hard to do anything. Black's Housefly says, the game's fun when you begin, it's challenging as hell. At the end game, you pretty much swing through the enemy troops. Also disappointing about the ending. Expecting a boss fight with Istvan. Like I said, I think the second game will expand upon the first greatly. I think that they needed to finish the game because it was, you know, they had crowdfunded to do part of it, so they had people waiting eagerly for it that had paid them already, so they had an obligation to get the game out. And I think they delivered a good experience. I think they did a great job with what they did. But I think the second game will have a lot more of that satisfying story payout and probably be larger scale and just have a lot more stuff in it. That's what my gut tells me. So yeah. Handsome Angel says, little question, how do you steal the jewelry from Lady Stephanie? You have to have your lockpicking high enough to pick a very hard chest, which is why we weren't able to do it. I can't remember. I think you might have to have your lockpicking up to level 12 to be able to lockpick very hard chests. I can't remember off the top of my head what it was. I've only got mine at level 10 on here, so I wasn't able to do it, which is why we decided to do this mission instead. So, Estonian Gamer says, I never actually finished the game when the final mission ended. I made it a sandbox game. Yeah, I mean, I've played around after quote-unquote finishing it quite a few times, you know, for hours and hours and hours. That's how I did most of my armor videos, was because I just experimented with the game, collected every single item in the game, did all that sort of stuff. So, Alex says, if they made good profit from this game, they should... What was it? They should have enough funding for a second one. Yeah, they did. They made a good profit, and then they were bought. So, Koch Media bought them afterwards. So not only did they make money from the 6 or 7 million game sales they had, but then also they got bought out. So yeah, the company has plenty of funding now. So like I said, they're not crowdfunding for the second game. Redneck Zeus says, got to go. See you later, folks. See you later, Redneck Zeus. Glad you stuck around for as long as you did. Carlos Strongheart says, the thing I like most on KCD, it's like everything in the game doesn't look like it's Henry dependent. The story looks like it would happen with or without his presence. I agree. With his cumin cap. I'll have to check. Maybe I was supposed to talk to, what's his name, the grocer down there, but we'll see. Maybe this guy is the guy we're supposed to talk to. Yep, we had to go talk to the grocer first. Should have known. We had a Thor guy pop in here? Handsome Angel, that does appear to be the only way to get it, is you have to lockpick. So. Oh, I get it. Alex says, bye Zeus, tell Thor hi. Ha! I thought there was someone in the chat named Thor, but you're saying that Zeus should talk to Thor. Now I get it. Very funny, Alex. Nope, like I said, that's the only way to steal the stuff as far as I know. Because I've pickpocketed her and opened her other chest, and I have the keys that she had on her, and they don't open the very hard chest, so you do have to lockpick it. On the bright side, I don't think lockpicking is actually that hard in this game once you get the hang of it. It is much harder with a controller, so if you're playing with a controller, I feel bad for you.
My respects to you.
Howie. Black's Housefly said, would be great if they release modding support. Fighting at the walls of Helm's Deep and KCD combat system and graphics would be great. They did release mod support, it just wasn't very good. That's the problem. And it was released so, like, a year or two after the game was finished being released and everything, so a lot of the modders had moved on already because it's a single-player game without online and stuff. So the modding tools were kind of hard to use, and they were released late, which is why we didn't end up getting that many great mods.
As a gift for a noble woman.
Carlos Strongheart says you can lose the tourney and steal from the winner. Yeah, I know you can. We were talking about Lady Stephanie's necklace for Woe's check.
Shit.
To do that one, you have to get it from her chest.
Can I enroll?
But of course.
Isn't it? But what if?
Then you. I'm sorry.
Alright, let's go do it. I'm gonna win the tournament. Why would you, Carlos Strongheart, why would you think that I was gonna lose? I'm an archer. It's an archery tournament. Seems like it's right up my alley. But yeah, Black's Housefly, I agree. Early on, when they announced that they were going to release modding tools, a mod project called Mud and Blood, like Kingdom Come Deliverance Mud and Blood was announced, and it was a Game of Thrones conversion mod that was supposed to be set in the Riverlands during the War of the Five Kings. And it looked really good, but in the end, the mod authors, it took so long for the tools to get released, and then the tools were hard to work with, and most of the people had moved on already, so that it didn't actually end up getting any development, and the mod authors just switched over to the Unreal Engine 5 to mod it anyway, and I think it just died there.
Do you know the rules?
I do.
Black's Housefly said, most mods I saw were about making the game easier. Yeah, a lot of them add things like a reticle for the bow, or allow you to stay clean longer, or your armor to get damaged less, stuff like that. Most of them were what you'd call value of life mods. Alright, first time doing a archery tournament in the game. 2 points. Bullseye, look at that. You always want to be the first one to run out of arrows because you get a special point bonus for that. Ooh! But you also want to try to score high. Oh, these guys are actually scoring decently high. I gotta make sure I get more bullseyes. That one was outer ring, ding. There we go. These guys shoot fast. They're probably not using a heavy draw weight bow like I am. I think I had found out, I did a bunch of testing, and I think I had discovered that the best bow to do these tournaments with was maybe the yew hunting bow or something like that. It was one that was strong enough that the arrows shot straight at this range, but it didn't take very long to draw back. That being said, I usually just do the tournaments with whatever bow I'm currently using. Well, we have 33. Let's see if anyone can catch up. Yay, we're gonna win. Look at that. First archery tournament, first try, and we kicked ass. That's Archer Henry for you. Rock and roll. Old Ruck came in second, and the Innkeeper came in third. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna put my bow away so he doesn't think I'm gonna murder him.
Congratulations. And here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Look at that. We got our wine. What does this guy sell? I assume arrows. Ooh, he's got a skill book. Alright, does he have better piercing arrows? He does not. Oop, let's go to the basket and we'll haggle quick. Get our speech XP, can't leave without it.
I'd like to.
Ooh, that was too low. There we go. We got our skill book. We'll go up, before we leave town to go back and get our tiara thing for her, we'll go up to the huntsman and... Oh, I thought that was Radzig standing there. We'll go up to the huntsman and buy ourselves some more better piercing arrows. this cumin bow I'm using is... It's probably my favorite bow in the game. It's not the best bow in the game. The yew longbow and the sinew longbow are both significantly better damage and range-wise. But I love this. I love this bow.
What's like?
That's not what I wanted to ask. Let's talk trade. Weapons. Damage. Better piercing arrows. Look at that. We can get 60 more arrows. Does he have any... He does. He has the joy of gutting. Oh, it's haggle.
I'd like to discuss.
You always got to get them skill books once you learn how to read, because,
Well, aye.
There we go. Now we got to go back to Sasau. We'll stop at the mill on the bottom and sleep and save. Gotta keep remembering to sleep and save, otherwise we're gonna lose out on our on all of our progress. Ooh, I'll also get all the stolen stuff off my horse and sell it to the miller down there. Black's Housefly says, this quest is one of the best, gives you the best shirt in the game, at least I think so. I like the shirt you get from this one, it's very unique and fun if you were trying to dress up fancy. I like this quest because it's a multiple stage quest and it's immersive. It doesn't feel like a random fetch quest. She's asking you to get a couple things for her and they just happen to be in different parts of the maps because that's where things would be. Like I said, I like this quest. It's a well-designed quest that's not complicated and definitely fills the role of making you explore a little bit more. Alright, let's go into our horse inventory and we'll move... I was gonna say, I suppose it doesn't have a move all to inventory option. We'll quickly sell all this crap to... Oh, first we'll use our repair kits to repair some stuff. It's about time I get some smithing... or crafting XP or whatever. Alright. Other armor's kit. Look at that, we were able to use it on quite a few things. Now, small blacksmith's kit. Look at that, we got a little bit of XP. And we leveled up maintenance. Nice. Now we just gotta sell this stuff. Come on, buddy, don't run away. Ugh, I hate it when he's like this. The devastating winter of 1971/72 killed almost 2,000 people. The dear leader escaped the capital when the heating went out. His council was not so lucky. We shall learn from this sad winter. Is that the ending of your game?
Will you teach? I'm interested.
All right.
Haggle. See? We'll have to get our training from this guy, because that other guy was too good for us.
Agreed.
I probably should have sold this stuff first. I'll sell it now. Sell the stolen goods.
All right.
Is it true that in the game there are nasty witches in the woods? There's a mission where there are supposed witches. You know. What kind of arrow was that? Better piercing arrows? No, we don't want to sell those. That was close. We'll sell these less good things. Sell these for sure. Armor. We'll keep the light decorated hose because I really like those. And we'll keep our quartered combat jacket because I like that too. There we go. Good, good, good. Food. We'll keep all that. And we'll sell our mostly ruined armor's kit and that. Now we will haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
They're not actually witches. No, they're basically doing hallucinogenic drugs. There's no magic in this game.
Nice.
None at all.
That would do it.
I will do that mission, though, because it's one of my favorite side missions. I can't say soon, per se, but I can say that I will do it. I'm going to do some more training before we save.
Will you teach?
Certainly.
I'd like to.
All right.
Haggle.
What do you say?
I don't much. Agreed.
Yeah, look at that. I think that's all I'll be able to do for pickpocketing, but lockpicking we should be able to do.
I'd like to.
All right.
Isn't that quite... What about this?
Yeah, you always gotta haggle. It gets you that sweet, sweet speech XP. People always forget. They're like, oh, I have enough money. I don't need to haggle. I'm like, until you've maxed out speech, you should always haggle. Because it's one of the best ways to level up your speech. Maintenance we got. So, fragrance. When freshly laundered clothes, okay, if you're wearing boots, you repaired yourself. Sprinting will cost 20% less stamina so you can run for longer. fragrance. I like being clean. Pickpocketing. What do we got? What do we got? Item Expert 1 reveals stats for half the... Okay, hidden pockets. When arrested and searched, you'll keep some of the stolen goods. Secret pocket. That's the one we want. More money on corpses. There we go. The witches? No, they just look like regular people. Let's, before we go down, let's put those two things in here. And we'll also eat some food. Crap, I can't eat it out of the chest? What a lame system. We won't sleep long, just long enough to save. Stony Gamer says, it's interesting that as soon as the tourist part of Volyngrad, the state capital, was finished and the tourist of West and East Block arrived, the winter came. That is curious. Ooh, Estonian Gamer says he must go now and eat. He has mashed potatoes and minced meat sauce. Very nice. Let's take out a couple roast ducks. Just a couple of them, maybe 3. And we'll eat some roast duck now. Didn't need to take out 3, clearly. Anyway, we're good to go. A little bit piggy, but we're good to go. Now we gotta go to Sasau and get ourselves our crown thing, and then we'll be ready to finish our quest once we get to Talmberg. We're doing good. Haven't died for a while. I've been remembering to save. We're making a profit everywhere we go. We're completing a quest. Stream's going well. Tragedy has not struck yet. Yeah, it's definitely easier for me to make the stream go longer when I'm playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, because I love playing the game so much. It's just like I'm playing it while talking to a bunch of people. Alex TW56 says, Little Piggy and headed to Sasau. Little Piggy. So we become a noble, or are we still the squire? You don't become a noble in this game, but you get to be sort of a slightly elevated bastard son of a low-level noble, so that's fun. Sasau, yes. Sasau is S-A-S-A-U. So you spelled it... You actually weren't that close. You just had an O instead of a U. So, not horrendous. In fact, I always have a tendency to want to put 2 S's in there, S-A-S-S-A-U, but it's just the one, S-A-S-A-U. We still haven't done Chumps on the River yet. That's his mission. Black's Housefly says, the highest you can go, I think, is the landlord. Well, it's not. It's the bailiff, so it's more than being a landlord. You're a... In fact, it's more and less than being a landlord, because you're like the sheriff or the mayor of that town is what a bailiff is. He's kind of like a halfway between a sheriff and a mayor, because he mostly handles legal and security type things, but he's also kind of the impromptu in charge person, you know? But you also don't own anything, so you're not the landlord. Carlos says, they let you sleep in the castle for a day. You do get the room in the castle at the end of the game, which, like I said, is probably the highest status you get. Handsome says, so the rumor is true and you finally discover that you're Divish's son. That would be a fun rumor, wouldn't it? Are we being ambushed again? Who are we being ambushed by? Bunch of peasants? Ugh. I'm gonna fight them. I'll get up to the top of this hill and get off. It takes so long to dismount your horse. Ah, I don't have my arrows equipped. Oh yeah, because you use the practice arrows for the tournament, that's why. Oh, I missed! He moved over just a little bit. That's alright, his little feeble axe strikes aren't doing a great job at killing me. Hey, buddy. I like all these no-helmet guys coming to attack a guy with a bow. Lexi1397 saying again, don't forget to like the stream, people. Carlos Strongheart saying, the best you achieve in the game is being a neighbor to a pig. You see that sick kill? Now we gotta loot all these guys and take all their junk. I can't be a litter bug. I'll leave the bodies, but that's because they're biodegradable. I gotta take all their weapons and stuff, because those things aren't biodegradable. You wouldn't want a kid coming along and finding a Bohemian ear spoon. Imagine the damage he could do with that thing. That ambush didn't go very well for them. What do we got here? A reforged scythe? No, thank you. Handsome says, so is true, the rumor, who is our father? I don't want to ruin it for you. If you don't know, I'm going to let you play the game. Once you've played the game all the way to the end, you see the hints the second time you play through. You're like, okay, now I get it. The first time I played it through, I offhand made a comment in like the first Let's Play video I did, because I did a blind Let's Play of this game on the PS4 back in the day. It's not on my channel anymore because it was really bad quality. But in the first video, I made an offhand comment to the effect of the true identity and everything, and it just turned out to be right. Got some humans to fight this time. What do you think? You think we'll do good against someone who's not barely armored peasants? Oh, missed that time. Not gonna hit me. Ha! Ha! He gave up because he's bleeding out. These humans don't have very good armor on them either, though, so I think we're gonna take them out. Don't get me wrong, I love the fact that no one really gives you something out of the world as a reward. Oh, we missed him. There we go. Come on close, buddy. That way I don't have to go far to get your clothing. Damn, he ran away because I killed his buddies. We'll let him go, because I don't want to get into a chase. We'll just loot all this crap and get ourselves on over to Sasau. Was that it? I thought there was a third guy. What the heck? Whatever. Gotta transfer stuff to our horse anyway. We're getting better. We didn't die even a little bit. Handsome Angel says, but no more spoilers for me, sorry. Cause Stronger said, you discover plans to overtake a whole village, make room in the pigsty. Henry deserves a room. Yeah. Alex says, must leave one to tell the tale. Yeah, exactly. We send him off that way. He can spread the word about how Henry's a badass and you shouldn't attack him. Hopefully we've been gone long enough that he should be done with the crown by the time we get back here. Because then we'll be able to just ride straight for Talmberg. I'll save at the end before I go collect the crown. Mike PTS says, all negative perks. No, we only have 3. We've got Tapeworm, the one that makes you learn slower, and Brittle Bones. So I didn't go full hardcore. Let's quick sleep and save, go collect our crown, and then race back to Talmberg. Which is going to put us at probably over a 3-hour runtime today for the stream. So you guys got it. We did an extra long stream today. I mean, we're not done yet, but when we get done, I'll be able to say we did an extra long stream. Who knows? Maybe I will stream KCD again tomorrow. If I do, I'll have to stream it much earlier in the day. We'll see. My plan is not to stream, though, because I'm sure I'll be off doing stuff. Numbskull, yes, that's the XP one. I couldn't remember what it was called. But Alex TW56 is right. Mods, we got another sex bot in the chat. #1 sexy time. Hot single moms in your area want to talk. There we go. Come on, buddy. Give me the crown.
How are you?
I'm good.
What about...
I'm think by.
I don't like his tone, so I'm going to steal all of his stuff. I was going to knock him out, but it wasn't letting me doing it. Sometimes when they're sitting in a chair, it won't let you do it. But now I've got his stuff. So let's get on over to Talmberg. If I remember correctly, the quickest and easiest way to get there from here is to go back behind here, cross the river into Samopesh, which is the name of the town I couldn't remember. Go through Samopesh, and then straight over to Talmberg. Handsome says, the fact that I have to play again since before Timmy to experience to be a bad and evil kid, and also to costume myself as Cumin and to get to know all the C-map for the info. Yeah. Good, Lexi. Good job being the mod and dropping the ban hammer. Who the heck is that? Is that a guard? Wayfarer. Why is he wearing a Waffenrock? That looks so silly. He looks like a guard with no armor on. Nice. Alex TW56, thanks you for your service, Lexi1397. After that, have to kill twice both camps, bandits, and Kunish. Come back. Yeah, that's true. Wayfarer. He too fancy looking to be walking. I know, it was weird. Like I said, it looked like he should be a guard or something like that because he had the Waffenrock on. I couldn't remember the name Samopesh before. It's the most insignificant settlement in the entire game. Very few things have anything to do with Samopesh. That's one of the things, like, I was disappointed because this settlement has even less stuff going on than Neuhof does, and Neuhof has dangerously little. I guess I should say, other than, what's that, the one over by Skalitz, Ravna? That one has very few missions. Basically just the one where you're looking for the priest, which is a fun mission, but, I think that's the only one that has anything to do with Ravna. Never follow Wayfarers, you will be disappointed. Yeah, they don't ever do anything exciting, at least not in my experience. I did it once. I really slowly walked behind a Wayfarer, and it just didn't go anywhere. It was boring. We basically just walked, I think it was between Ledetchko and Sasau. Then that's it. Typically, when I'm leveling up in the game, I use them to level up my stealth. Because you can just sneak up behind him and kill him. Quickly level up. Oh! I got taken off by the sign there. I didn't think I was that close. Dave Zill said, I just survived my first hardcore ambush. How did you... Haven't you been playing for a while, or did you start a new playthrough in hardcore? Because I was going to say, how did you only have one ambush so far? I get ambushed all the dang time. One of my favorite mods early on when the mods were released was the Roads Are Dangerous mod. It was one that made ambushes happen way more frequently and also made them much more dangerous. That was a fun mod. Can you also not fast travel in hardcore? I seem to remember that because I'm seeming to remember the option to fast travel in at least to towns in the base game, but I'm not thinking that's available in here. If it is, I haven't used it yet. I've been just riding everywhere. Yeah, Carlos Strongheart. I figured it out. I was like, wait a second, I'm going the wrong way. I have to go this way. At least I think. They did a really good job of designing this map so it's not straightforward. It's really easy to get yourself turned around. Even if you know the map pretty well and you use the towns as landmarks and everything, it's pretty easy to get yourself turned around. Dave Zilla said, I've been on my other playline for a couple days and it's been kind of role-playing in Talmberg. I found a cave. Oh, we don't want to die going down this hill. Because then I'd have to start from Sasau again. Just follow alongside. Yeah, that road up there I should have followed, Carlos. I realized, like, just now, I was thinking, oh crap, that valley I'm seeing is the one on the other side of Talmberg. We'll still get there, I'm just not taking the shortest way. If I follow this road here, I'll get there. See, because we're going to be coming up on the quarry now. There it is off in the distance. Leveled up horsemanship, though. Dave Zilla said, I've also been ambushed several times, just finally survived one without running. Oh, I get you. You stood your ground, fought them off, and survived. She murdered Sorry is a woman? Get out of the way, guard. Where can I find the old whore to get the money she owes me? You can't. After she's gone and murdered, yeah, she's gone. So yeah, once you complete that one, she's gone. She as far as I know, she doesn't show up anywhere again. Yeah, Carlos, I've found several bandit camps that never appear in anything meaningful. I think that, I mean, it's possible that it's cut content, but most likely it's just stuff that was added into the world to make the world more dynamic. She's not in there. Stephanie, my girl.
What do you want?
I brought the roan.
Roan, my lady.
That's wonderful. There weren't any problems with it, I hope.
Yeah, she is a con artist. Gimboyd says you can follow her and she walks off the map, so that's fun.
Serious? He's a little wild, but I was able to handle him in the end.
Well, that won't do. Sophie can't have some wild horse at her wedding starting a stampede.
But I've learnt a trick. If you sing to him, he calms down.
You sang.
Ooh, I'm thirsty.
Quite true, I'm afraid. I sang to a horse.
Well, then you'll have to sing something to me, too.
Quit being so thirsty.
I don't know if I...
So I know how to calm down that roan. Go ahead, sing.
She's so thirsty. I'm thirsty, but she's thirsty in a different way.
Roaming in the merry month of May, graze in the shade of the apple tree there. First one is brown and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to, my maiden so fair?
Oh, how beautiful. I'm not surprised the horse calmed down after hearing such a lovely voice. Anyway, I'll think about what to do with the roan. But thank you, Henry.
I brought you the crown.
Handsome says, after we have sex with Lady Stephanie, there's something more like that with her.
Look, that
No. Unfortunately, it's not a repeatable thing.
Sophie will look like an angel. So, what's next?
Shinoa, there was only 3
Wonderful, wonderful. No wedding
tasks.
without good wine.
I was thinking tax.
Here to put it down. I'll send for a servant to bring it later. I hope you had no problems acquiring it.
None at all, my dear.
Problems? Huh. I don't know the meaning of the word.
As if I didn't know you.
Yes, Carlos Strongheart, I like getting Lady Stephanie's dress and giving it to Teresa.
Nothing.
Because Teresa is a repeatable event, if you know what I'm talking about. Oh, wink, wink.
It's not necessary, my lady. You taking the time to see me is reward enough.
Come now, Henry. No need for such modesty. I appreciate everything you've
But yeah, I do like giving this dress to her because it makes her look so fancy. Then you gotta imagine people thinking like, huh, weird, I could swear the noblewoman from Talmberg wore that, and now Henry's lady friend is wearing it. I wonder if there was a little bit of cross-smashing.
Just right.
But I can't accept this. It's too valuable.
Lexi says spicy.
It's too valuable to be left to the
I like
merchants.
this. The whole shirt thing. It's too valuable. Henry's got like 30,000 groschen on him right
What's
now.
more, if you were to leave us again, I'd like you
I
to
like that face, Carlos Strongheart. You excited for where we're going? There's no nudity in this part, is there? I don't want to get banned. I don't think there's any nudity.
What? Right now?
Why not? Don't worry, I won't look. I'll turn my back.
Oh, she's hella thirsty.
Husband comes in.
He won't. Neither will anyone else.
All right then.
I like how you get reputation gained from saying, all right, I'll strip in front of you.
Blessed to have you here. So long I
I like how the door is just standing open.
I really feel God heard my prayers and sent you to me.
Ready?
Hey, I have fancier pants on too. Those aren't the pants I was wearing.
Handsome. As fine as any gentleman.
Very nice,
When I
handsome
was a
angel.
little girl, there were always lots of other
Very
children.
proud of you for getting your award.
Young men and women of the court. It was so merry. I always hoped it would be like that when I was grown up too. But it was not.
Wearing the headphones too long makes my cheeks get a little itchy. Nah, she's too classy. Only Godwin's Ailmaids and Teresa.
No, alas, we were not blessed. Twice I was
No,
with child,
Dave Zilla, Henry's got to smash. He needs it for the power. He gets power from smashing.
and now I fear there's no
So.
hope for me.
Gotta stir the pot. Any bathhouse there is, Lady Stephanie, Teresa's obviously the best wench. She's got the buxom hips that you gotta go after, but of course Godwin's wenches are good too. Carlos Strongert says the best thing in the cinematics, it's the close-up of the stag's head. Yeah, Carlos, you know what's up. So I take it you've played this mission enough times. Naughty. It's a good way to die, Henry.
We shouldn't have.
I don't mind.
It would have been cool if there would have been consequences for this mission. like, something could go wrong or whatever, and Henry could get in real trouble. That would have been fun. Naughty, naughty Henry. 1 hour? I made it 5 hours with the bathhouse maid. 1 hour, that's weak, Henry. Well, we're here. I don't remember, but maybe I'll be able to lockpick this now. Dang! Yeah, I think it's 12. Dang. Lexi1397 says, ooh, spicy. Thank goodness you remind her of her father. I don't know if that's a good thing, Dave Zilla. That might be a decidedly bad thing. Handsome says, I hope so after this Lady Stephanie got pregnant will be interesting. Yeah, that would have been interesting. Like, if she had gotten pregnant and that would have been a plot point. Look how dirty Henry is. Dirty, dirty boy. Let's read a book. Nothing like betting a noblewoman and then reading a book in the courtyard. Just have Divish walk past, I could be like, oh yes, I'm reading something about the stamina and endurance of breeding horses. What have you been doing? Look at that, we leveled up our agility. Can we do the joys of gutting? I haven't reached the skill level, of course not. Alright, let's sleep and save. And then I feel like we're going to end the stream. Maybe she's a Targaryen, they love that stuff. That's fair. That's fair, the Targaryens are a little bit weirdly into the whole, you know, stirring the pot type behavior. Only cultures that create horns with cheating gets it. Can you imagine having the children from noblewoman knowing her husband can't? Yeah, like I said, it could have been, they could have really explored some interesting avenues with that mission with some outcomes. But that's all for today. Had a great time streaming. Will stream again, so thank you everyone for tuning in. Lots of new chatters here. We had Carlos Strongheart in here a lot. Handsome Angel Life and Fun was chatting a lot. I had, of course, all the good old ones. Redneck Zeus, Estonian Gamer, Dave Zilla Power Harp. Grimbold 1979 was in on the action. Lexi 1397, Karina Smirnoff doing great. Matthew is unavailable, being quite present. Gabriel Richter showing up again, the legend himself. And of course we had a super chat from Moneybags Dr. Zowden, so that was awesome. So thank you everyone for showing up. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed the stream as much as I enjoyed playing it. Yeah, we'll see you again. We will stream again, so don't worry. I can't say for sure when it'll be, but I will stream again. I love playing this game. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and that is all for today.